Race number 1, you're looking at 3.5 minutes. Race 1 and 2, you need to be in tech. 1 and 2, you need to be in tech. Good morning. And 4 mod drivers. These guys on the track, and 2 volunteer marshals. Good morning, Matt. 2 volunteer marshals. Race number 1, you guys can roll them out at the 2-minute mark. We're going to be lining up on that front straightaway. The Muppets on ice. Race 1 is going to be Sam Tanner on the 1, Bob Garver on the 2, Valencia on the 3. Chris Myers on the 4, Ranigas on the 5. Rich 10 on the 6, Jeremy Sanders on the 7. All my drivers on the track, corner marshal, and dose volunteers will be appreciated. I got Workman, Champlin, Cavallari, Schimmel, Horn, Gonzalez, Vada. Race number 1, you're going live in 2.5 minutes. You kids can roll them around, check them in when I say no more laps.
Good morning and welcome. This is going to be main day at the 1UP Buggy Challenge. Right now we're starting off at a good day. Grumbometer is low, courtesy of the Hobby Action family. Worked hard on that yesterday. Grumbometer is low. I actually seen Richard smiling like that last night, so we're off to a good start. We will keep tabs on this throughout the day and keep you updated. Right now, the Grumpometer is low. And right now, we're going to check out our driver stand.
Thank you, Mr. Thornton.
With the presets there, we're going to get this thing started with race 1. This is going to be the F main of 2-wheel 17.5 block timing.
And then we'll go ahead and shut the straightaway down. And with that being said, straightaway is going to be closed. You guys can
mains are structured. Top 8 from qualifying, bumping 2 in each of the next races here. So they're going to take 2 out of this one. There's gridding up already. We're going to check that out with the preset.
Race number 2, you guys need to be through tech. Race number 2, you should be through tech. Race 3.
We're going to be getting this one started up here. Sam Tanner and Bob Garver both in this one. And Rachel Tanner. This is going to be a good one. I'm going to swing this over to cameraman Chris on the follow cam. Taking 2 to the next one. Top 2 bumping out of the F and into the E. Chaos early. First race of the day. Three of the Fear Farm crew in this one, battling out in their 2-wheel 10 scales. Trying to go to that next level in their RC driving careers. This will do it. 10 scale 2-wheel is one of the hardest things to drive. Got a party of 3 going into the whoop section here. Gonna get the timing and scoring fixed up here. Sorry about the confusion, guys. Still showing open practice. Gonna get that fixed up here in just a little bit. But this is our first race, and I will keep you guys in the loop on this one. Sam Tanner is leading us out with Barb Garver in the 2. Top two going to the show. Top two who qualified are leading us out. Apologies for the timing and scoring being incorrect. I am working on trying to fix that. See if I can get that to refresh for us. There we go. There we go. I remember how to do that. All right. 3 down, 2 down, 3 to go. Thank you guys for tuning in on your Sunday morning with us. We got them internets all fixed up. Shout out to Ryan Mayfield. He actually keeps in communication with Elon Musk as well, and we're able to borrow his Starlink to get us through the day. Three down, 2 to go. Sam Tanner and Bob Garver both clicking off 23s. Top two breaking away from everybody here. Sam Tanner's best lap, 23.1. Let these guys finish up, and then we'll probably do a group interview with Tanner, Garver, and Rachel. Hardcore fifth scale racers really investing their time and money in the 10 scale here at Hobby Action. Summers here are brutal in Phoenix, Arizona, but they decided to get some 10 scales, enjoy the air conditioning. As it cools off, we'll be going back to outdoors, and we'll be racing some big cars at their facility. If you have an 8 scale or a 5th scale or even a 10 scale, they welcome all scales out there. Very cool family-owned deal and run. 45 seconds left to go. Sam Tanner, Bob Garver. Oh no, getting it wrong, getting a parking ticket. Wortman with the recovery. Going way wide. Forgetting the layout there for a second. Nerves getting to him. 30 seconds left to go. We'll have Robbie Money catch an interview with these guys just to see their thoughts on the 10 scale world. Yeah, super. The track is fresh. Willoughby was just out there spot spraying all the little cracks and everything. And, you know, these lower mains, the traction's not all the way up. And they're letting these classes sort of develop the track a little bit. And grip will be coming up here probably by race 7 or 8. All right, Sam Tanner, and just waiting for Bob Garver. He's locked into that second place spot. We are going to be catching up with the Fear Farm crew.
All right, we're here with the Arizona Mod Group here, live from Mod Live Media, all my fifth scale family. So, Bob, it's Sam, great run. You guys are bumping up. How do you feel about that?
Oh, fantastic. It's a great day.
It was awesome. It was awesome.
Good job, guys.
Nice.
Hey, Rachel.
All right, well, you heard it here first from Mod Live Media.
We'll see you guys soon.
Yes, sir. We'll see you.
All right. Great group of guys there. 2 of them going to the E-Main. We'll be seeing them in just a couple of races here. Right now, it's time for 21.5 lock timing. The E-Main. I believe these guys are going to be up right after this one. First race done and over with. We already have our first 2 winners of the day, Sam Tanner and Bob Garver. All right, guys, thank you for hanging out and tuning in with us. Just gonna get my dual screen action going here. I believe Bob Garver and Sam Tanner will be in the next race. So we're gonna check that out here while we're getting everything all staged up and ready. Ooh, false start, false start. Guys are getting edgy in this one. They're ready. They're ready to win this race in the first turn. There we go. Much better start. Oh, second and third getting crazy already. Top three breaking away from the rest of the pack. Oh, and then getting collected with each other. No one wants to bump up. Oh, and then our leader is off the track. And then second place goes off the track. See how it looks as they come by the line. Coming through the rollers, first one by the line. That's going to be John. 29.4 for his first lap. Not what he wanted, but he's got a comfortable lead right now. Here comes Michael, though, through the switchbacks. Following along with John, though. Going double, single, oopsie-daisy, single through the back section. Down into the Verizon bars. Pushing a little wide. Oh, good battle for second and third. I'll have Robbie Rob catch up with that. Second and third are just beating each other up. Oh, no. Now we got John and Johnny. Oh, man. Is that saying that right? I got Johnny Rositter the 9th trying to catch up to John Rositter the 8th. Wow. Say that 10 times fast. So right now we got John and John. We got 8 and 9. The 8th by the line. Oh, no, the 9th dropping down in third place spot. Michael getting back into that John sandwich. 23-0 for the 9th. Not bad, not bad. The 8th, though, leading this one out. Dealing with some lap traffic. 2 down, 3 to go. And we got Michael, the meat in the John and Johnny sandwich. Oh, no! The 8th getting it wrong. That might allow Michael by here. We'll check through the whoop section. Party of 3 into the back. Now it's a party of 1. Oh, no! Getting it all wrong in the back there. I have to check this out as I come by the line. Too much chaos that lap. Michael to the top spot, leaving the 8th and 9th in the dust. John and Johnny only taking 2 out of this one. Halfway through this race. Oh no, getting it wrong into the wall. No one wants to go to the next main. Oh no, issues for the 8th. He's catching back up though. Oh, Michael. Oh my gosh, everyone's doing donuts. And then we got someone with the quick disconnect wing going sideways. Oh my gosh, out of nowhere, Ruben to the top spot. And Michael in the 2. 8th and 9th are out of the bump up spot right now. Ruben out of nowhere. Oh no, more issues. Turn marshals carrying cars. Cars attacking turn marshals. 1:30 left to go. And just like that, the 9th is now ahead of the 8th for first and second. Ruben and Michael are out of the bump up spot. John and Johnny. Timing and scoring is getting crazy. These guys are getting crazy. Check it out as they come by the line again. The 8th now ahead of the 9th. As we're falling around with our leader. Must have been a little bit of timing and scoring hiccup with Ruben. That's why he jumped to the top spot. Richard Lake already on it. The 8th by the line with Michael in second. Long lap for Johnny the 9th. Battle for the lead shaping back up. Only a few seconds between these guys. We got 10 seconds left to go. Oh no, issues for our leader up the hill. Oh no! They are racing to the line. Michael taking the lead at the end over the 8th. John the 9th dropping back down, battling hard for third. We'll see as they come by the line. John the 3rd gets it, and then Ian in the 4th spot. Then just waiting on Ruben and Jarrett. All right, guys, that's race 2 in the books. Gonna have race 3 coming up next. After that, I'm gonna jump out and go race my race number 6, see if I can bump up myself after some horrible qualifying efforts.
Once again, Ian Pease, Johnny Rossiter, Ruben Pease, and Jarrett Thornton. You need to see Larry Tom in front of the driver's stand, please. I'm going to need about 4 volunteer corner marshals, please. 4 volunteer corner marshals to help me out with this next race, please. Courtesy RC Raceworks, you guys and Hobby Action are going to be taking home a Hobby Action pit mat, a pit board, and all kinds of fun stuff. So for the micro youngsters out there, thank you, Larry. Thank you, RC Raceworks, Dennis, and all the guys over there. You guys get to have a 5 minutes of fame in front of the announcers thing. Pit boards are bigger than the kids. Awesome. Good job, guys. Again, I'm going to need about 5 volunteer corner marshals. 5 volunteer corner marshals, please. 5 volunteer corner marshals. Next is our 17.5 lock timing E-main event. Let's get our marshals to our spots, please. Marshals to our spots. And with that being said, we can roll them out. Check them in, gentlemen. Roll them out. Check them in. I'm going to need lots of volunteer marshals in the early goings on, so if I can get some volunteer marshals out there, I would greatly appreciate it. Qualifying on the top spot is going to be Brian Wells, Matt Wortman in the 2, Aaron Robinson in the 3, Randy Morrow in the 4, Jeremy Sanders going to round out my top 5. Race number 3 on deck, race 4, you should be through tech, race 4, you need to be in tech, race.
All right, guys, I'm going to turn this one over to Rich. We got a heat of 5, taking 2. We will send this over to Rich, and I'm going to get ready for my main. We'll see you guys in a little bit.
Matt Wortman in the 2. Awesome sauce. Jeremy Sanders, are you a go, no-go? Going once. That's a no. You got 1 minute, sir.
1 minute to the start of the race.
Race number 4, you should be in tech. Race 4, you should be in tech. Race 5, you need to be in tech as well. After this race, I got 5 guys on the track. I am going to need 4 to 5 volunteer corner marshals to help out race number 4. At least 4 to 5 volunteer corner marshals. Come out, race number 4, please. This is going to be your RC Raceworks 17.5 lock timing E main event. Top 2 trying to punch the dance card into that. D as in doggone it. I wish I'd gone a little bit harder.
15 seconds to the start of the race. Less than 5.
You got 20 seconds, Mr. Sanders. And I got to roll it, buddy. In the red. All right, let's get our cars lined up, gentlemen. Let's get our cars lined up. Is that a 2-wheel drive car? All right. Jeremy, if you get your 4-wheel ready, and you can throw it out there. Driver's ready, marshals ready. You guys are going at the sound of the tone. All right, we'll load with your, let's do a restart on that, gentlemen. Let's do a restart on that. Let's try and make it through the first couple turns pretty cleanly. You know how much I love to do restarts, so let's keep it clean out there, guys. All right, let's try that one more time. Driver's ready, marshals ready. At the sound of the tone. All right. Nice long 5-minute main, gentlemen. Let's sort it out. String in some laps. Remember, slow is fast, fast is slow. At least that's what Uncle Earl says. There you go. See? Ancient Polish secret. Leading this out is going to be Brian Wells. Aaron Robeson in the 2. Randy Morrow in the 3. Matt Wortman in the 4. 3-car dance. Trying to find their way into the top 2. Robinson gets it wrong in the back jump section. There goes Morrow. Double. He gets it wrong in the jack jump section. So second, third, and fourth. They're slicing their dice, and it is on like Donkey Kong. Wortman now going to find his way into the top 3. Wortman trying to channel in on that. Marshalling karma from yesterday. Channeling his inner chi. Coming up on Robinson through the center jump section. Meanwhile, Brian Wells leading on. Robinson gets it wrong. Matt Wortman just got to keep it rubber side down. He is in that top 2 with 1:15 in. 3:45 to go. Race number 4 should be through tech. Race number 5, you need to be in tech. Leading out, Brian Wells working his way through the center jump section, through the switchback section, going up the mini hill, down the mini hill, through the whoop section he goes. In that 2 is going to be Matt Wortman. Working through the back jump section right about now. Double, triple. In the 3 is going to be Aaron Robinson. Morrow going to be my top 4. Race number 3 on deck. Race 4. RC Raceworks 17.5 lock timing E main event. You're going to be up next. I'll need these 4 drivers. And I am going to need 5 volunteer corner marshals. 5 volunteer corner marshals. We are getting into the 10-car dances. So I need to have all my marshalling spots covered. Brian Wells leading out. We're working his way through the rollers. Back through timing and scoring. In front of the driver's stand right now. Wortman in the 2. 5.8 back. Robinson in the 3. 2:30 in. 2:30 to go. Brian Wells on top. Wortman in the 2. Come on, Matt. Keep it rubber side down, buddy. Brian Wells on top. Working his way through the jump section. Wortman into 2. Marshall up front is clear. Robinson into 3. Nicely done, guys. Way to work together. 3 in, 2 to go. 3 in, 2 to go. It is Wells on top. Matt Wortman going to be in my 2. It's got about 8.5 seconds on Robinson. Into 3. Randy Moore making his way around in the top 4. 3:30 and 1:30 to go. Gonna thank everyone coming on out to your 2024 1UP Buggy Challenge. Race number 4, 17.5 lock timing E-main event. Coming at you next. It's Wells, Wortman, Robinson. 3:45 in, 1:15 to go.
One minute.
Brian Wells leading us out. Wortman in the 2. Robinson in the 3. With 30 seconds to go, drivers, 30 seconds to go. Wortman now finding his way around Wells. A little bit of rough lap out of Wells. So Matt Wortman cashing in his marshalling karma. Finds his way leading out in your 17.5 locked E-main event. Brian in the 2, Robinson in the 3 with less than 10 drivers, less than 10. This will be everyone's final lap. Less than 5. Wells trying to send it, risk it for the biscuit. That is going to be time. Finish the lap. You are on. Matt Wortman, you are done. Waiting on Wells and Robinson. Robinson, final card to finish out. You guys are finding your way into that D-main event. Marshals, make sure you're grabbing those blowers. Waiting on 1, and I'm going to need 5 volunteer corner marshals, please. 5 volunteer corner marshals. Waiting on 1. Waiting on 1. And that is a race. I'll stop, I'll stop.
The race is completed.
Fine. I appreciate it. Thank you. All right, drivers from race number 3, need you guys back out on the track. Drivers from race 3, back out on the track. And I'm going to need quite a few volunteers. Thank you guys for hopping out there. You guys are the best. Let's go ahead and marshal your spots. Let's go and roll them out. Check them in, roll them out. Check them in. Race number 4, James Maxwell on the pole. James Day on the 2. Nesbitt on the 3. Rosen on the 4. Scott Borden on the 5. Chris Knowlton on the 6. Brian Bowen on the 7, Craig Nelson on the 8, Sam Tanner on the 9, and Garver on the 10. We'll give you guys one more circuit around the block.
James C.
And with that, straightaway is closed. Straightaway is closed. Let's go get our cars lined up. Straightaway is closed. Get our cars lined up.
One minute to the start, please.
All right, gentlemen, you know the routine. Pretty stacked grid, so let's keep it clean at the start.
45 seconds to the start, please.
What seems to be the malfunction? Maxwell on the 1, Say on the 2, Nesbitt on the 3.
30 seconds to the start.
Rosen on the 4, Borden on the 5. Knowlton on the 6, Bowen on the 7, Nelson on the 8. Tanner on the 9, Garver on the 10. Fantastic. All Marshall spots covered. Drivers ready? Marshall's ready. You guys are going to go at the sound of the tone. And nice clean start. That's what I like to see. Let's keep it clean, gentlemen. We are off and running with your 17.5 lock timing E-main event. Top 2 trying to find their way into the D. That is going to be your pole sitter, James Maxwell. Nesbitt in the 2. Looks like Knowlton in the 3. Let's keep it clean in the backfield, guys. Keep it clean in the backfield. All right, back out in front is going to be James Maxwell. Nesbitt in the 2. Chris in the 3. Looks like Borden in the 4. Saig. Oh, no. Knowlton gets it wrong in the center. That drops him from the top 3 down into the top 5 now. So back out in front is going to be James Maxwell working his way into the back jump section. Double, triple out. Nesbitt in the 2. Borden into 3. Here first and second, work through the center jump section, working their way up the hill. Into the back whoop section. Double, triple Maxwell. Double, triple out in Nesbitt. Borden into 3. With a minute 33 to go. Drivers, you got 2 minutes in, 3 to go. Maxwell going to be leading out. Nesbitt in the 2, Knowlton in the 3. First and second. Working their way into the back section, going through the whoop section right now. Knowlton in the 3, in the 4. Borden, Tanner, Bowen, Garver, Nelson, and Rosen. Be rounding out my top 10. Leading out is going to be James Maxwell coming up on the back door of Bowen. Oh! I appreciate Marshall out front. This side. Thank you very much. Flash a high beam so bright he blinded him. 2:45 in, 2:15 to go. It is Maxwell, Nesbitt. Stay now moving up into the top 3. So Nesbitt right here working his way down that back straightaway. Race number 4 on deck. Race number 5. You should be through tech. 5 should be through tech. 6, you need to be in tech. Up next will be my 21.5 lock timing D-main event. Brought to you by EK this weekend. James Maxwell on top. Watch center jump section. Watch center jump section. Clear. All right, now Maxwell keeping his nose clean. Gapping out on Nesbitt. Now Stan Tanner moving up into the top 3. Say into the 4. Tanner, my bump-in spot. Trying to keep his hopes and dreams alive. Where is second? Second right now coming from the timing scoring. Tanner working his way through the back section. Four minutes in, 1 to go. 4 minutes in, 1 to go. James Maxwell leading out. Nesbitt in the 2, Tanner in the 3. Borden, Knowlton, Garber, Nelson now moving up into the top 7. Race number 4 on deck. Race number 5. 21.5 lock timing. D-main event. You will be up next. With 35 seconds to go, drivers, 35 seconds to go. Race 5 should be through tech. 6, you need to be in tech. Nesbitt on top. Tanner now making a try. Bowen, that is second in front of you, third behind you. Battle shaping up for that final transfer spot. Sam Tanner so close he can taste it. Switching it to missiles. runs to the inside, gets it right in the back section, gets collected by Nesbitt, and then it's the battle royale to the back section. Under 5 to go. Stan Tanner and Nesbitt jumping it out. It's going to be a race to the line. That is going to be time. Tanner making the into the steam in. Well-deserved third, waiting on everybody else. Marshals, please don't go anywhere quite just yet. Waiting on Knowlton and Nelson, and that, waiting on one, drivers, waiting on one. Marshals, don't go anywhere. Please do not throw cars out just yet. And it is a race. I'll stop. Marshals, grab your blowers. Start blowing off your ears. James Maxwell, Sam Tanner. You're finding your way into that demon event. That'll be race number 7. Nice. Race number 4 in the books. Drivers from race number 4, I need all 9 of you back out on the track, please. All 9 of you back out on the track, please. All right, Marshals to your spots. Go roll them out. Check them in. Roll them out. Check them in, gentlemen. Roll them out. Check them in. Marshal in the center, please. Marshal in the center. Where are my marshals at, guys? Marshal in the center, please. Where are my marshals? Should have 9 guys on the track. I really don't want to start calling out names. Please come on back out. Find a marshalling spot, guys.
Eric Bees. Brandon Hills. Rich Brown. Chris Byers.
No more laps. Straightaway is closed. It's going to be Taylor Giroux on the pole. Brandon Chandler on the 2. Derek Pease on the 3. Ray Schmidt on the 4. Brandon Hills on the 5. Marshals to your spots.
Brandon Chandler. Taylor Giroux.
Yep, it's going to start climbing rapidly at this point in time. Rossiter, you are on 10. Mike A, you're on 9. Thank you, gentlemen.
1 minute to the start, please.
All right, once again, if you guys make a bump, hand your car off to somebody. I don't need you guys leaving the track. Hand your car off to somebody. Let them get a prep for you. I don't have time to wait for marshals, guys. Drivers ready. Marshals ready. We're going at the sound of the tone. Keep it clean. Keep it clean. Keep it clean. All right, see that marshal in the center. Thank you, Bob. All right, we're off and running. Taylor Giroux going to be leading us out. Chandler in the 2, Pease in the 3. Looks like Brown in the 4. Watching the back jump section. Chandler gets it wrong in front timing scoring. Still holds on. Giroux gets it wrong in the center. That's going to move Chandler and Brown first and second. Giroux going to drop it to the 3. With 45 seconds in, drivers, keep it clean. Marshal out front, please. Taylor Giroux on top. Brandon Chandler in the 2, Rich Brown in the 3. 3-car breakaway dance. Then you got Hills. Byers, watch it in center, guys. Watch it in center, watch it in center. Center section is clear. Thank you, Jarrett. Race number 5 on deck. Race number 6. You should be through tech. 6 should be through tech. 7, you need to be in tech. Taylor Giroux leading out. Brandon Chandler in that 2. Rich Brown knocking on the back door. Top 2 want to find their way into that C-main event. 21.5 lock timing. Right now, Taylor Giroux keeping his nose clean. Puts it upside down. Suffers the announcer's curse. Marshall out front. And we are off and running. 2 minutes in. 3 you go. Taylor Giroux going to be leading us out. Brandon Chandler in that 2. Brown in 3. The back straightaway. Working into the center section. In that 4 is going to be Brandon Hills. And then it's a gaggle of cars for 5th, 6th, and 7th. That's going to be Byers. And that'll be leader working there, Mr. Roster. Thank you very much. And Mr. Please marshal out front, please. Marshal out front. Thank you, Jarrett. Chandler gets it wrong. That's going to move Rich Brown now up into the top 2. Taylor Giroux working his way through the back whoop section. Derek Pease, you'll have leader working with you. Giroux puts it upside down. Here comes nobody. That would be leader working with you guys coming down the hill. Schmidt, that'll be leader working with you. Please hold your line. And second right behind you. Rich Brown now going to find his way into the top. Giroux into the 2. Into that 3, still going to be Brandon Chandler. But first and second, they're battling it out with 3 minutes in, 2 to go. Brown and Giroux coming into the back jump section. Double single action out of your front runners. They're coming up on Derek Pease. You will have leader working with you. Thank you, Tony. Working into the center section. Giroux getting a little sideways. Going to drop back off Brown. That'll be leader work. Second work with you guys. Please hold your line. Rich Brown. Working at the bottom of the hill. Coming into the center moguls. Yellow and fluorescent orange. Giroux in the 2. Got Pease in between. 3:30, 1:30 to go. Marshal out front, please. Marshal out front. Thank you, Brian. Appreciate that, sir. Chandler in the 3. Hills in the 4. Byers, Clark, Pease, Schmidt, Mike A. and Rossiter are going to be rounding out my top 10 with 3:45 in, 1:15 to go. Rich Brown on top. Giroux in the 2. Race 6 should be in tech. 7, you need to be in tech.
1 minute.
Thank you, Rachel. Up next is my RC Raceworks 17.5 lock timing D-main event. Rich Brown leading out. Giroux in the 2. 35 seconds to go. Drivers, 35 seconds to go. Opposite side. Thank you. With under 30, drivers under 30. Brown and Giroux going at it. Working their way through the whoop section. Riley, second in front of you. Please hold your line. Giroux gets it wrong in the back jump section. Third, not quite close enough to capitalize. With under 10, but Chandler making a charge. Chandler and Hills going at it for 3rd and 4th off the end of the straightaway. That's battle going on for 3rd and 4th. That is going to be time. Everybody will be done when you cross start finish line. Chris Byers, that'll be second work with you. Keep it clean, gentlemen. Rich Brown leading out. Giroux in the 2. Racing it to the line. Rich Brown going to take the win. Byers, you are done. Brown, you are done. Giroux, you are done. Schmidt, Clark, Rossiter, Pease, Hills, waiting on Chandler and Mike A. Marshal out front, please. Marshal out front. Once again, drivers, please hold your cars until I have all cars done. And that is a race. All stop.
Race is completed.
Rich Brown and Taylor Giroux, you guys are finding your way into that team event. Marshals, grab your bars. Are blowing off your areas. Need all 9 of you guys back on the track, please.
All right, everybody. Sorry about that. Robbie Rob here on the mic. Everybody's out racing from the Mod Life crew, so I'm kind of hopping between the camera and the switchboard. So
and let's go ahead and roll them out. Check them in qualifying. On the top spot, Bob Goodwill in the 2, Chris Greenrod in the 3, Chucky Stacker in the 4, Mike Principato In the 5, Brody Duke. In the 6, Lee Helmrich. In the 7, John Calvario.
What's going on, Peyton?
In the 8, Dave Warner. In the 9, James Maxwell. And on the 10 will be Sam Tanner. Marshals to your spots. Marshals to your spots, please.
Chris Friedenreich.
All right, no more laps, no more laps, no more laps. You're good, James. I need 1 volunteer corner marshal on cone number 9. 1 volunteer corner marshal on cone number 9. I need 1 volunteer corner marshal
45
on
seconds.
cone 9.
All right, we're going to go hop back up on the camera.
Seconds to start, please.
Goodwill on the pole. Friedenreich on the 2. Stacker on the 3. Principato on the 4.
15 seconds to start, please.
Duke on the 5. Helmrich on the 6. Calvario on the 7. Orner on the 8. Maxwell on the 9. Tanner on the 10. Maxwell, you can take a warm-up if you need. All right. Driver's ready, marshals ready. Let's keep it clean. Going into the infield at the sound of the tone. Nice, nice, nice. Good job, gentlemen. That's what I like to see. Good, clean starts. We're rocking and rolling. Race number 6. Race number 7, you need to be through tech. Race 8, you need to be in tech. Leading us out, it's going to be Goodwill, Friedenreich, Principato, Calvario, Maxwell. Marshal in the center, please. Marshal out front, please. It is clear. Principato and Friedenreich going at it off the end of the straightaway. That's the final transfer spot into that. Seam into it. Bob Goodwill leading out. Friedenreich running like the rabbit scared. Principato giving it all he's got. Compton working through the back jump section. Goodwill. Friedenreich. Principato. 3-car breakaway dance. And it's going to be, oh, Principato tries to go around the outside. Goodwill gets it wrong in the center. Principato now up on top. Giroux, the fastest man in flip-flops. Keeping the dream alive for Goodwill. Principato leading out. Calvario now finding his way into the 2. Maxwell in the 3. Friedenreich in the 4. Let's keep it clean, guys. Let's keep it clean in the back section, guys. Make your passes clean. Calvario. Tanner. Friedenreich, Stacker, all going at it. Right now, your leader going to be Principato working his way in the clean air. Maxwell in the 2, bumping his way in. Trying to keep it alive. Calvario in the 3. Stacker in the 4. Now Stacker making his way into the top 3. Setting his sights on Maxwell. Principato trying to run away with 2:10 and 2:50 to go. Working through the back jump section. That is Mike Principato leading out. Maxwell getting it wrong in the whoops. Chucky Stacker in the 2. Let's keep it clean, guys. And you got 4 cars now vying for that second spot. We're going to be keeping it clean, and I'll call for rough driving if I deem fit. Maxwell leading out. Stacker in the 2. Calvario. Friedenreich. Duke. Tanner. Orner. 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th. Working into the back jump section. Maxwell getting it shorted. Stacker looking to the inside. Down the drop down they go. 3 and 2 to go. Calvario on the outside looking in. Principato in another zip code. Maxwell in the whoops. Stacker into the whoops. Does a pop and wheelie out. Calvario through the whoops. 2nd, 3rd, 4th. Pulling a little bit of a distance. Away from Tanner. Maxwell shorts it coming in through the center section. Stacker nowhere to go. Stacker, Maxwell. now, moving up into the 4. Maxwell, Stacker, Tanner, 3:45 in, 1:15 to go. Principato, gone. Barring complications, he's sealing the deal, find his way into that C-main event. Maxwell pulling about a 10-foot gap on Stacker. Tanner in the 4. Duke in the 5. Duke making a vibe for the top 4 now. With a minute to go, drivers, a minute to go. Race number 7 should be through tech. Race 8, you need to be in tech. Hey, what? What? Oh, yeah, you can go ahead. Yeah, should be in there. Watching center, guys. Thank you, Taylor. Maxwell now putting some distance on Tanner, now moving into the top 3 with under 30 to go. Sam Tanner. Rings the Willie pole. Fries are done on that one. Viable effort with under 15 to go. Drivers under 15 to go. It is James Maxwell in the 2, Stacker in the 3, Duke in the 4, Orner in the 5. With less than 10 drivers, less than 10. Marshall out front, please. Marshall out front. Principato going to be leading out with 2 and 1. Everybody will be done. Marshall out front, please. You'll be done when you cross our finish line. Sam Tanner, you are done. Calvario, you are done. Friedenreich, you are done. Principato, you are done. Everyone else will be done as you cross our finish line.
James Maxwell.
Maxwell is done. Waiting on a couple cars, Marshals.
David Warner.
And that is a race. I'll stop. Marshall, go grab those blowers. Start blowing off your areas. Taking the win. Mike Principato, James Maxwell. You guys are bumping into that Raceworks 17.5 log timing C-main event. That's going to be race number 9. Marshall, grab those blowers. Should have all 10 of you back out on the track, please. Drivers from race number 6, need you guys back on the track, please. Drivers from race number 6, need you guys back on the track, please.
All right, we got the Richard Lake Grumpometer. He's doing pretty good so far today.
Marshall to your spots.
Grace Wells. Greg Nelson. Nick Valiency. Brooklyn Wood. Bob Garber. Ray Schmidt. Warden. Ryan Wells.
It's going to be J.J. Thornton on the pole, Bob Garver on the 2, Craig Nelson on the 3, Trace Wells on the 4, Aaron Farrar on the 5, Ray Schmidt on the 6, Nick Valencia on the 7, Brandon Wood on the 8, Matt Wortman on the 9, Brian Wells on the 10. Marshals to your spots, please. And no more laps, no more laps. We'll get our cars lined up. No more laps. We'll get our cars lined up.
"45 seconds to this race. "30 seconds to this race.
All right, four-wheel drive, lock timing. D-main event. Y'all know the routine. Let's keep it clean, working in the center section. Drivers ready, marshals ready. You guys are going at the sound of the tone. Nicely done, nicely done. All right, we're locked and loaded. Race number 7 off and running. Race number 8. You need to be through tech. 8 through tech. 9, you need to be in tech. Leading us out early on is going to be J.J. Thornton. Garver in the 2. Wells, Nelson, Schmidt. Out front early on is going to be the micro winner, J.J. Thornton, working his way into the whoop section. Coming in front of timing and scoring right about now. And you got a battle going on between Garver and Wells. Now Nelson moving his way up into the top three. That's going to be Bob Garver and Craig Nelson going at it for that second and third spot. That'll be your transfer into that C-main event. Working their way through the whoop section they go. That'll be leader working there, Mr. Wood. Leader working there, Mr. Wood. Watch it in the center whoops. Watch it in the center whoops. It is clear. That'll be second and third working there, Mr. Wood. Please hold your line. Out front is going to be J.J. Thornton working his way through the front side rollers. Down the straightaway he goes in there to Bob Garver, the dirt moving extraordinaire. Marshall out front, please. Garver getting it wrong. Here comes Nelson. Battle shade back up for second and third. Race 7 on deck. Race 8, you need to be through tech. 8 through tech. 9, you need to be in tech. Okay. Thank you. Nelson getting it wrong on the center jump. Matt, you'll have second coming up on you next. You know what to do. Grazie, prego. Get him on. Watch the back jump section. Watch back jump section. Hey, Matt, or Dave, be careful. You don't want to lose your car keys. You didn't catch my inference. That was kind of funny. I thought it was pretty funny. J.J. Thornton leading out. Bob Garver in the 2. Watching the back section. Thank you, Bennett. Thank you, Brandon. Garver leading out in the 2 spot. Wells in the 3. Nelson in the 4. Right now, J.J. Thornton rocking in the clean air. Puts it upside down. Gets the announcer's jinx. Here comes Garver. Now Garver takes over the top spot. J.J. going to drop it back to the top 2. Let's keep it clean, kids. You guys have plenty of room on third. Work together. Top 2 trying to find their way into that C-main event. Thornton leading out. Garver in the 2. Wells in the 3. Nelson in the 4. Watch it coming in the jump section. Watch it coming in the jump section. Clear. Farrar in the 5. Schmidt, Valencia, Wells, Wortman, and Wood. Going to be my top 10 runners. 3:30 and 1:30 to go. Leader coming in the center jump section. Garver working as well. And then JJ goes dead. Loses a battery plug. Drops him all the way down to the 3rd spot. So now Wells right in front of him with 4 minutes in. So it's a battle of attrition. Bob Garver leading out. Wells and Thornton up the hill, down the hill. Quick pit work out of Calvario, keeping Thornton's dreams alive. Trace Wells in the 2, Thornton in the 3. Thornton puts upside down with 40 seconds to go, 40 seconds to go. Watch in center, guys, watch it in center. Thank you, Chucky. Garver gets it wrong in the back section. Oh, that was Wood. Oh, Marshall top of the hill. Wells puts it upside down. Thornton back into the top 2. With 20 seconds to go, 20 seconds to go, and then you got Farrar now into the 3. Wells dropping it to the 4. Farrar going to set his sights on Thornton with less than 10. It's going to be a run to the line. Garver, where's Garver at? Garver trying to take the front end off. Thornton and Farrar, that is going to be time. Finish the lap. You are on. Everyone run it to the line. Thornton, you are done. Farrar, you are done.
Trace Wells.
Wells, you are done. Waiting on everybody else. Nelson, you are done.
Nick Valiency. Bob Garver done.
Garver, you are done. Waiting on Wells and Wortman. Waiting on 2, waiting on 2, waiting on 2. And that is a race. I'll stop. Marshall's got those blowers. That's start blowing off the track.
The race is
Bob Garver and J.J. Thornton, you guys are fighting your way into the C-main event. Race 8 on deck, 21.5 lock timing, C-main. Race 9 should be in tech. Race 10, you need to be there as well. Drivers from race number 7, I need Garver, Thornton, Ferraro, Wells, Nelson, Valencia, Schmidt, Wortman, Wells, and Wood. I need you guys back on the track, please. All right, let's go and roll them out. Check them in. Marshals, your spots, please. Paul Fontaine on the pole. Rick Riley on the 2. Scott Borden on the 3. Braxton on the 4. Greg Clark on the 5. Curtis Chandler on the 6. Brian Juarez on the 7. Aaron Ferrara on the 8. Rich Brown on the 9. Taylor Giroux on the 10. Marshals to your spots. Marshals to your spots.
Paul Fontaine. Scott Borden.
All right, with that being said, no more laps, no more laps, no more laps. Marshals to your spots. There are cars lined up.
1 minute to the start of the race.
One behind you there, Nick. Nick, behind you. Nick, behind you. I need 2 volunteer corner marshals, please. I need 2 volunteer, actually I need 1 volunteer, I need 2 volunteer corner marshals.
45 seconds to the start of the race.
I need 2 volunteer corner marshals, please. I need somebody on 2 and somebody on 1. I need 2 volunteer corner marshals, please. Thank you, Brooks. I need somebody on 1.
30
Thank you,
seconds
Mr.
to the
M.
start of the race.
I hope not. One, 5 lock timing.
15 seconds to the start of the race.
C-main event. Try to find your way into that B. Let's keep it clean, gentlemen. Drivers ready, marshals ready. You guys are going to go at the sound of the
Listen.
tone. Keep it clean, keep it clean, keep it clean. Somebody going naked early on. It's way too early to see that kind of unhappiness. All right, leading south is going to be Paul Fontaine. Rick Riley in the 2. Fontaine gets it short. Riley goes right on the outside. Marshal out front, please, Matt. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Mr. M. Thank you, Brooks. All right, we are locked and loaded with our race number 8, race number 9. 75 block timing C-main event. You should be in tech. 75 block C-main, you should be in tech. Race 10, 2-wheel expert C-main, you need to be in tech. Out front is going to be Paul Fontaine, Rick Riley in the 2. Looks like Borden into 3. Clark, Giroux, Eichenberger, Brown, Ferrara, Paul Fontaine rocking the monochromatic wonder. Through the rollers, down the straightaway he goes. Rick Riley in the 2. Riley out of the SDRC neighborhood. Always nice to see Rick. And Austin making the trek out. Fontaine on top, Riley in the 2. Clark in the 3. Borden in the 4. Giroux making the bump in into the top 5. Looking to go possible top 4. Working his way up the hill, down the hill. I'll stop talking about him. Out front, it is going to be the all-orange of Fontaine coming up on the back door of Chandler. That'll be leader and second coming up on you next. And then Fontaine gets it sideways. Riley to the inside. They've got 5.5 seconds on Greg Clark. Clark down the back straightaway. So right now, Rick Riley on top. Fontaine in the 2. Clark going to be in the 3. Scott Borden in the 4. Easy, Matt. Out front, it is going to be Rick Riley. Going to be coming up on Brian Juarez. You got leader and second coming up on you next. Brian, that's leader and second work with you. Please hold your line. Nicely done, sir. Fontaine back up into the top spot. Riley in the 2. Working his way down the hill. That's your battle for first and second. Fontaine pushing it wide. Riley looking to the inside with 3 in, 2 to go. 3 in, 2 to go. In that 3 spot's going to be Greg Clark.
2 minutes left.
About 6 turns back. Watch it out front, guys. Watch it out front. It is clear. It's Fontaine. Rick Riley. Riley getting it wrong on the back section. Pushes it wide. Thank you very much, Mr. Juarez. Taylor, you got leader in front of you, second behind you. Just letting you know what to do. 3:30 in, 1:30 to go. Race number 9. 17.5 block timing. C-Main. Right, Henry, Hardy, Bennett, Olney, Davis, Bada, Young, and my 2 bump-ins. You are up next. Should be through tech. Race 10, you need to be in tech. Paul Fontaine leading out. Rick Riley in the 2. Greg Clark in the 3. Watching the back jump section. Thank you, Brooks. Marshall in the back jump section. Marshall in the back jump section. It is clear.
1 minute.
Watch back jump section, guys. Watch back jump section. Taylor and Aaron, you got second behind you. Marshall top of the hill. Thank you, Brooks. Nicely done, guys. Way to work together. That's what I like to see. Paul Fontaine leading out. Riley in the 2. Eichenberger now into the 3. Clark, Borden, Brown, Giroux, Ferrara, Juarez, and Chandler are going to be my top 10 front runners with 35 seconds to go. 35 seconds to go. Paul Fontaine keeping his Olympic hopefuls alive. Wants a shot into that beam. Same thing with Rick Riley. Eichenberger in the 3. With under 20 drivers, under 20. Clark and Eichenberger going at it in for the driver's stand. Eichenberger back into the 3. Clark going to drop it to the 4 with less than 10, less than 10. First and second may get by for one more. First is going to get by for one more on a white flag lap for Fontaine. Everybody else chopped at the line. Brown, you are done. Giroux, you are done. Wait, everybody else had his leader in front of you. Taylor, please hold your line. Ferrara, you're done. Rick Riley in the 2, you're done. Brian Juarez, you're done. Eichenberger, you're done. Waiting on Bourdon, Clark, and Fontaine. Waiting on 2. Waiting on 1. And that is a race. I'll stop. Marshall, going to grab those blowers. Start blowing off your ears. Fontaine and Riley. You're fighting your way into that 21.5 lock timing B-Main event. That is going to be race 13. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you. You guys are awesome. Thank you very much. Race number 9. RC Raceworks, 17.5 lock timing C main event. Coulda, woulda, shoulda. You guys are up next. Drivers to race number 8. I need all 9 of you back on the track. I need Fontaine, Riley, Eichenberger, Borden, Clark, Giroux, Ferrara, Juarez, Chandler. You guys on the track? Let's go ahead and roll them.
All right, guys, I am back, and we're checking out the Grumpometer. Hasn't moved up since the first race. It's right there between the U and the M. We thought it was going to go up to at least the O, but Richard Lake is remaining quite happy this morning. Turn marshals are going out there. If we need a volunteer marshal, it's going out there. We are doing good out there. Switch back over to Lake here, and then I'll be catching up with you for the next races. Thank you, guys.
And with that being said, no more laps. No more laps. We'll go and get our cars lined up. If I can get one volunteer marshal in front of the timing and scoring, one volunteer marshal in front of the timing and scoring, one volunteer marshal in front of the timing and scoring, please. Right on the pole, Henry on the 2, Hardy on the 3, Bennett on the 4, Hardy on the 5. Excuse me, only on the 5, Davis on the 6, Bada on the 7, Young on the 8, Principato on the 9, Maxwell on the 10. Thank you, Mr. Say.
45 seconds to the start, please.
All right, we've had really good starts. Y'all know the routine. Let's keep it clean. Entering into the infield. Drivers ready, marshals ready. At the sound of the tone. Nicely done. That's what I like to see.
All right. John Young's got some love in the chat. We'll see what he can do. From the 8th spot, we'll see what he can do. This is the C main for the 17.5 lock timing two-wheel drive C main. This was the main I was trying to bump into, but I choked. Went to last place a couple times. Not what you're trying to do. But still had a ton of fun, and I beat Sam Tanner at the end of the day, and that's all that matters. So let's see here. Chris Wright through the line first again. And John Henry III all over him, 1 and 2 through the peaky double and the switchbacks. John Young to last, looking like me out there. Oh man, top 2 getting it wrong. Party of 3 through the Verizon bars. Let's see as they come by the line here. Inside, outside, nice pass. John Henry III over Josh Hardy, and now Chris Wright in the 3. And David Batta, the senior, in the 4. Coyote Hobbies. Outside looking in. Looking for world domination from the 4th place spot, trying to bump up into the B. Party of 4 down the front stretch. Ooh. Batta up in the 3. Robbie Money on the cam, keeping all these guys on the shot. John and Josh down the hill with Batta in 3rd. Through Roly Poly Oly and the finish line. 3 minutes left to go. Ooh, Batta looking inside. All over the back of Josh. Double, triple. Up and down the hill. Oh, Davey bought a sweet inside pass. Oh, leaving the inside open and taking it back. Switcheroonies. Bump up spot for Batta. Ooh, stuffs it, but keeps that 2nd place spot. 3-way battle for 2nd. Batta down the back straight in 2nd. John Henry III getting a little bit of breathing room. Batta resetting through Roly Poly Oly and rolling up on the leader now. 4-way battle for the lead. Only taking 2 to the B. John Young still in the 10. All eyes on this battle. Party of 3 through the front stretch again. John Henry III with a little bit of breathing room. All 3 and 4 getting hung up. Batta now can set his sights on the leader. See if these guys can work together and run away. See if these guys can work together and make their way up into the B main. (23-1) for Batta, 23-4 for John Henry III. Working through the switchbacks. Batta stuffing a pipe. Good breathing room. 3rd and 4th, a little too far back to capitalize. Leader down into the Verizon bars. Batta right behind, a little bit of traffic in front of him. Blue car is traffic. Batta getting slidey. John Henry III pulling away a little bit. Taking 2 to the show. Well, the B. Batta getting loose. 3rd and 4th, all right, on him now. That battle through Roly Poly Oly is the battle for the final bump up spot. Batta trying to flop out the mud flaps, make that thing 4 feet wide. Pushing a little wide there, but these guys not too close to capitalize. Up and down the hill, 23 seconds left to go. They're gonna get this one and one more. All right, these guys are gonna be racing to the line. Bata has it. Chris wants it. Through the whoops in the back section. Oh, Bata getting weird. So did Chris. Oh, double over jump for Bata. Bata getting loose. Losing that second place spot. Here comes Chris through roly-poly-oly. Oh, and Bata at the end giving it up to Chris, but John Henry III walking away with that one. Great battle for the bump-up spot. Good race out of those guys.
Drivers from race number 9, Henry, Wright, Bata, Hardy, Olney, Bit, Maxwell, Principato, Davis, and Young. Get you guys back on the track, corner marshal, race number 10. Two-wheel drive expert stock, C-main event. You can roll them out, check them in. It's going to be Austin Riley on the pole, Ethan Kowalski on the 2, Justin Alois, like taking a scratch out of Alois. Leighton in the 3, Carly in the 4, Sanchez in the 5, Say on the 6. Dennis Rowe team on the 7. I will need about 3 volunteer corner marshals after this race. 3 volunteer corner marshals after this race. All right, we can go and get our cars lined up. No more laps. Cars lined up. No more laps. Two-wheel drive expert stock. C-main event. Riley, Kowalski, Leighton, Carly, Sanchez, Say, and Rowe team.
One minute to the start of the race.
Okay, you guys can all move up one. Bialis is scratched. All right. 75 expert stock two-wheel drive brought to you by TDK. Drivers ready, marshals ready. You cats are going live at the sound of the toe.
All right, we're going to get this one going here. Two-wheel expert C, brought to you by TDK. Austin Riley, our TQ. Ethan, our second place qualifier. All these guys spreading out pretty early. A couple bobbles between them. One, two, three over the peaky double. Ethan reeling up on Austin a little bit there. Ethan finding the groove early. It's Austin though. In the one spot. Top two going to the next one. Riley by the line again, 21-2. Ethan with a 22.5. That's going to give Austin a little bit more breathing room now. Austin on a 15-lap pace if you were to keep this going. Already running into a little bit of traffic we'll see down the front section. We'll have Robbie drop back the next two cars. That's going to be our battle for the final bump-up spot. That's going to be Ethan and Caden over the double-triple. Ooh, Caden getting by. Ethan there, going through the switchbacks. Caden, a little bit of breathing room now. Ethan dropping back and resetting. See if he can put a late race charge in on Caden. Caden getting a little weird through the whoops. Ooh, traction roll after the Verizon bars there now over Roly-Poly-Oly. Traffic letting him by. Caden, our final bump up spot. In the 17.5 two-wheel expert C-Main. Everyone fighting for the ultimate goal of making the A-Main, getting those AAAs. What's up, Uncle Buck? That was actually Davey Botta's dad, David Botta of Coyote Hobbies. Always looking for world domination, but actually getting hung up and not bumping into the next race. So that was Davey Botta's dad, not actually Davey. That was David. Not to be mistaken. As we keep up with Caden here. Ethan dropping down on this one. Next car is going to be Brendan Carley. And we're going to find our leader again and follow Austin around for a little bit. These guys pretty spread out. Austin should be coming out of the line right. Meow. Got Austin on cam. Pretty settled in on this one. Best lap 20.9, last lap 22.7. So definitely conservatively running. You know he has some breathing room on Caden. Caden knows he's got some breathing room on Brendan. These guys are pretty locked into their bump up spots with 45 seconds left to go. Anything can happen. Caden is looking good out there. Getting love in the chat. As we fall around with Austin. Roly-Poly-Oly down the finish line. Nice and smooth through the switchbacks. Going a little wide on the Verizon bars. All right. Austin's by the line, locked into first place, looking for Caden now. Caden's done, bumping up into the B main, looking for Brendan now. Finishing up here at the end. All right, all right.
I will need 3 volunteer corner marshals, 3 volunteer corner marshals to help me out with race number 11. 3 volunteer corner marshals to help me out race number 11, please.
Kicks. J.J. Thornton.
Let's go.
Desert Runner, that is very true. We should be calling them T-Mobile or AT&T bars because clearly Verizon gets nothing. We had a Verizon mobile hotspot yesterday as our backup, and as you saw, that third round of qualifying was non-existent because we lost our hardline Ethernet connection, brought to you by Cox. Really dropping the ball there, and all of Hobby Action had no internet yesterday. So Mr. Matt Olson got a hold of Mayfield, and we're actually able to run over to Mayfield's house, grab his Starlink, and around 10 or 10:30 last night, Robbie Money and I were on the roof of Hobby Action, getting that thing set up, and that is what we're running on right now. Bringing it to you guys. Shout out to Elon again, keeping us going. Next time we know, always bring the Starlink. Or who knows, maybe I should keep calling them the Verizon bars because it keeps ruining people's races. So kind of like how Verizon was ruining our stream yesterday, we should keep calling them the Verizon bars because they can ruin your race. All right. Again, taking top 2 out of this one. Whoa, 5 wide through the switchbacks. I didn't think that was possible. Bob Garver, our bump up from the D main, trying to make it into that B main out of this C to go see Sam Tanner, who had great qualifying efforts in this class. Is Nick and Chris, though. And everybody else going down the backstretch. Up and down the hill. Top 2 breaking away down the front stretch. Nick and Chris over the peaky double into the switchbacks. Oh, no, Nick getting it wrong, letting Chris by. Oh, and then Frederick getting hung up. No one wants to bump up out of this one. It's a bloodbath. Nick getting a gift there after that traction roll in the switchbacks from first to fourth to first. We got John Young in the 3 spot. Outside looking in. I think I can hear him from my seat. Always vocal on the driver's stand. Always a good time. John Young in the 3. If he bumps out of this one, we all know he's going to have something to say about it. Top 3 breaking away. Frederick has it. Young wants it. Both these guys hobby action locals. Chris putting in a lot of time, seeing his posts almost every day on Facebook. Dude's got like 100 RC cars now. Frederick from third to second. Oh my gosh, I don't even know what happened. I'll have to check as I come through timing and scoring, see where Chris ends up. As they come by the line. Nick back up in the lead. Johnson now in the 2 and Friedright in the 3. And Chris Wright in the 4. John Young way back into the 6 after that bloodbath. Halfway through this one, Nick trying to give it up again with another traction roll. It's either overdriving it or his car is a little too tall. Traction is coming up here quick at the hobby action in Chandler, Arizona. Sweet line through the switchbacks forward. Oh, that was Johnson. A little bit of delay there on the timing and scoring. Do apologize. See as they come by the line again. Johnson, our leader through the center section, but we have a great battle for the final bump up spot. 3 cars through the peaky double. It's gonna be Nick, Friedright, and Chris Wright. Oh no! Nick getting it wrong, Friedright getting it wrong, Wright getting it wrong. Oh no! Johnson pulling away on this one. Chucky Stacker now, our 3rd place qualifier, back into the 2. And Friedright in the 3. Johnson from the 8th place spot in the lead of this one. And here's Chucky in the 2 spot. Whoa, almost a head on here through the switchbacks. Cameraman Chris trying to keep up with all the action here. That is Chucky, our 2nd place car through the peaky double and the switchbacks. That'll be our leader on the back section though. Chris got him locked in. He's got a little bit of traffic, but a ton of breathing room over Chucky. Chucky A little bit of breathing room on Friedrich, but one bobble and he will be there. And John Young now back up into the 4th place spot. Our leader down the backstretch, Chucky through the switchbacks. They're going to be racing this one to the line now. Chucky and Friedrich. Oh, man. Chucky's done with the 2. Friedrich just outside looking in. 2 seconds off of Chucky. Victory lap for Johnson. He could break it in half right now and still win this one. Man, oh man. Bob Garver in the 7th place spot from the D main. That one was crazy.
All right, forward drive drivers, I need you guys back on the track, please. I should have all my Marshall League spots covered. Race number 12, roll them out. Check them in. Race 12, roll them out. Check them in. Marshals to your spots, please.
Aaron Jensen.
All right, we got a 5-car dance. I am going to need about 5 volunteer marshals after this race. Sean Sanchez on the pole, Gaios on the 2, Row Team on the 3, Jensen on the 4, Weathered on the 5. And next time by, little straightaway is closed. Ooh. And I am going to need 5 volunteer corner marshals after this race. 5 volunteer corner marshals after this race. There are cars lined up. Ooh. Where are all my marshals? I had 10 drivers in that last race.
45 seconds.
Shouldn't be looking for any volunteers. So I guess we can call out some names. Sounds like a plan. I got Larry Johnson out there, Chucky Stacker out there, Chris Friedenreich is out there, John Young is out there, Chris Wright is out there, Brian Bowen's out there, Garver. Thank you, Mr. Pease. Drivers ready, marshals ready. You guys are going.
15 seconds to the start of the race.
Sound of the tune. And we're off and running four-wheel drive expert C main event. El Diablo. Making way around the track. Oh boy. We got Sanchez, Gaios, and Jensen. 3-car dance. Jensen trying to keep the four-wheel drive dreams alive. A little bit of rough qualifying for Aaron Jensen. I'm sure he'll get it going on for the main events. Wants to find his way into that B main event. But right now, we got a 3-car dance. Oh, Sanchez goes for the wall ride. Doesn't stick to landing like Mary Lou. So back out front is going to be the Greek specimen himself, Mike Gaios. Aaron Jensen in the 2. Row team moving into the 3. Race number 12 on deck. 13, you should be through tech. 13, you should be through tech. That is my 21.5 lock timing B-main. 21.5 lock timing B-main. You will be up next. Aaron Jensen find his way around. Gaios. Top 2 going to work together, find their way into that B-main. Row team and Sanchez going at it for 3rd and 4th. Back out in front, it's going to be Aaron Jensen. And Gaios working their way in front of the driver's stand, and they go. Back and forth, row team into 3. Sanchez in the 4, 130 in, 3:30 to go. Did you look at the heat sheets? Well, I can't put a break online. But if you look where it's printed and posted over there, it says 10-minute break, 10-minute break. Well, you know. Oh, is that it? My guy's leading out. Aaron Jensen in that too. Dennis Roteem into 3. Rolling with race number 12, race number 13. 21.5 block timing. B-main event. You guys should be through tech. Race 14, you need to be in tech. Race 15. Be thinking about it. Right now, Mike Gaios going to be leading out. Aaron Jensen in that 2 spot. Roteem into 3. Sanchez, whether you're going to round out my top 5, I am going to need 5 volunteer quarter marshals after this race. 5 volunteer quarter marshals after this race. Oh boy. Gaios trying to go full send. Touring car, Mike. Aaron Jensen now picking up the top spot. Gaios going to drop it to the 2. And when we get into our A-main events, we will get to our first A1s. There will be a 10-minute break after the first round of A1s. Before we get into the A2s, after the A2s, we'll have another 10-minute break just to give you guys a couple minutes to catch your breath, wrench on your stuff if needed. Again, 10-minute break and 10-minute break only in between A1 and A2s. Making some pretty good time, so again, thank you to my volunteer marshals for hopping out there. Appreciate it. I know everyone may have a long ride or flight home, so we pride ourselves on getting you guys out of here in an early, timely fashion on main day. It's always my goal. So I don't get a chance to say goodbye. If you guys take off, it's a bit of slice. Oh, Aaron Jensen going to be leading us out. Got 1 minute to go. Working his way through the center jump section. Gaios in the 2. Jensen. Not normally a praying guy, but it is Sunday. He's praying to the Church of Four-Wheel Drive that his car stays together. Down the front straightaway he goes, looking solid. Gaios in the 2. Roteem in the 3. Again, I will need 5 volunteer corner marshals after this race. 5 volunteer corner marshals after this race. With under 30 to go, Aaron Jensen leading out. Gaios in the 2. Roteem in the 3. Weathered pulling up into the top 4. With less than 15, this should be everyone's final lap. Jensen might squeak by for a white flag. Let's see. He does. That is going to be time. Dennis, you are done. Gaios, you are done. Waiting on 2. Aaron Jensen and Mike Gaios. You guys are going to be finding your way into that B-main event. Waiting on 1. And that is the race. All stop. Marshall's going to grab those blowers. Again, I'm going to need 5 volunteer corner marshals. Help me out with race number 13. Jensen and Gaios, race 18. Jensen and Gaios, race 18. Nope.
J.J. Thornton.
Yeah, and those are charged.
The possum. Paul Fontaine.
All right. We got
White Eichelberger.
race number 13 coming out at you next. Let's go ahead and watch out for Chucky. Roll him out.
Aiden Horrocks.
Roll him out. Check him in, guys. Roll him out. Check him in. And marshals to your spots.
Rick Riley.
We got Horrocks on the pole. Eichenberger on the 2. Ferrara on the 3. Helmrich on the 4. J.J. Thornton on the 5. Mike, cone number 4 or cone number 3. Marshall back on cone number 3. Marshall on cone number 3. Horrocks on the pole, Eichenberger on the 2, Ferrara on the 3, Helmrich on the 4, Thornton on the 5, Madrid on the 6, Colton Davis on the 7, Branson Cowler on the 8, Fontaine on the 9, Riley on the 10. Straightaway is closed. Straightaway is closed. I still need one volunteer corner marshal on cone number 3. One volunteer corner marshal on cone number 3, please. Back by the stairs. One volunteer corner marshal on cone number 3.
Please.
All right, race number 14. You should be in tech. 14. You should be in tech. 15. You need to be in tech.
Less than 5.
Appreciate the love in the chat, guys. We're going to get this thing going with the AKA 21.5 lock timing B main event. Again, we're going to take top 2 to the show. This will be our first set of B mains. Everyone's worked really hard just to get to this point. Only taken 2 out of these 10. Oh, Dario, that is the hardest question in RC racing. At least this isn't a fifth scale event. I think it's actually impossible to get marshals. But Richard Lake and crew here do a great job getting people out there. Just a little bit of hiccups and keeping the show moving. Keeping the show moving. Right now we got Aiden and Ferreira in the back. Top 2 breaking away. No profile pictures for either. It is probably the hardest concept in RC racing, though. You go out for your race, you put your car down, and you stand out on the track for 5 minutes to cover the next race, and then you go back to your pits. Very difficult concept. Eludes a lot of people. .130 into this one, 3:30 left to go. Aiden by the line, going over the peaky double. 23.7 best, 23.8 last, pretty good. Peeling away from everybody. Ooh, hobby action in the chat. Always issues. If no real penalties, it keeps happening. Oh, man. If it keeps happening, though, we're going to have to update the Grumpo meter. That is for sure. Halfway through this one, 2:30 left to go. Aiden and Ferreira have been pretty much in control of this one. A little bit of trouble in traffic. That may allow Ferreira to catch back up to Aiden. Still a pretty good gap between first and second. Second by the line and through the center section, and then a whole gaggle of cars here battling for third. Second place going down the back section, hitting the double triple. There's our leader through the peaky double. Benji in the chat. Come on down, man. Hang out. It's always a good time in person. Super comfy. Get out of the heat. Hang out in the air-conditioned building. Cameraman Chris telling me there's a lead change through the roly-poly-oly. Ferreira to the top spot. Aiden now in the hunt. Top two should be working together. They have a pretty good breathing room over third place, who's just now going by the line, so about a half lap advantage. Oh no, second place stuffing a pipe, getting it wrong. Self-correcting and going again. Tons of breathing room on third place though. Top two just need to settle in. They got less than a minute to finish this one out. Oh no. First and second getting tight again through the back section. They're going to get this one and one or two more. 27-1 last time by, 26-5 last time by. That is going to allow third place to reel up just a little bit, but they still have a few turn advantage. Leader getting it wrong, stuffing the double. Second place right up on them. They got lap traffic in between them. That yellow car in the way. Pulling way out of the way. Excellent sportsmanship from lap traffic. And boom, perfect. 1 and 2 locked in. Ferreira taking it at the end with Aiden right behind him. Slim Shady finishing out in the third spot and Wyatt in the 4. Oh man. Up next, we got the TDK 17.5 two-wheel Expert B. Heavy hitters in this one in the B main event. Man, oh man. Austin and Caden are bump ups from the C. See them right there, 9th and 10th. See if they can keep the dream alive and get into the show. They're going to have to get through a bunch of fast guys, though. Yep, 6 locals in the chat. We'll definitely be catching up with our bump ups after this one.
45 seconds to this, please.
All right, 17.5 Expert 2.
Gonna get this one going. Clean start, as you would expect from Expert two-wheel. Oh no, leader stuffing it. Going from first to third in one turn. Scott Spear already up to the 2. Yellow wheels now up to the lead. Local hero Scott Spear by the line first. Then we got David Day in the 2. And Willie. Hitting the switchbacks all over Day. Willie from the 4th place spot already looking to try and get in the 2nd. Looking hot through there. Trying to run away from the rest of the pack. Wanger in the 4. Oh man, these guys are coming out swinging. Spear, a little bit of breathing room now over Day. Oh man, we got a gaggle of cars all trying to get that final bump up spot. Willie looked like he took a lap right there to reset. Oh, no, and as I say that, traction rolls and lets everyone by him. Oh, my gosh, announcer's curse on that one. That's going to give David Day a ton of breathing room. See if he can set his sights on Spear. Top two normally would work together, but right now everyone's so hot and heavy. Second place guy is the 1UP and going to be the one to give it up. We'll see. David Day, our top qualifier in the 2. Scott Spear, our third place qualifier, in the lead of this one. Oh, Brad in the chat. Willie with the hand over the face emoji. See what he can do. He's back in 8th. Halfway through this one, Spear getting a little weird in the back. That's going to allow David Day to reel up on him. And we got Jeremy Hayes Jr. in the 3, all white, cruising through the roly-poly-oly. This is anybody's race. David Day traction rolling, almost falling into the hole, but that's going to allow Jeremy Hayes to get right up on him. Roly, poly, oly. Jeremy through the front section, all over David Day now. Kurt Wenger in the 4, outside looking in. If these two get collected, that's going to allow Kurt to get in that bump up spot. Jeremy flirting with the pipes. Woo, nice and tight up and down the hill. Top, second and third, pushing themselves up in the Spear spot. Oh, and Jeremy Hayes clipping the pipe, allowing Kurt to get by. Kurt showing him a wheel. Oh my goodness. Looking like a destruction derby there before the whoop section. Scott Foy letting Scott Spears giving him some love through the peaky doubles. David Day now, tons of breathing room. From the back, Adam Peters up into the 3 with Kurt Wenger still in 4. Willie up into the 6 after that drama. Oh, Zach in the chat, are you sure this is expert? Man, I'll tell you, this is a rough B main. Scott Spear and David Day, though, on rails. Oh, that whoop section again. .45 seconds left to go by the line. Peters up into the 2. David Day dropping down in the 3. Whoa, Peters almost traction rolling. Scott Spear with a ton of breathing room. 3.5 seconds now over Peters. Both these guys almost traction rolling at the top of the hill. Spear by the line, 20.9. Woo, Adam Peters with a 20.5 and David Day with a 21.5. Peters with a little bit of breathing room now over David Day. 10 seconds left to go. Woo, pop a wheelie from Day. Getting lucky there. Spear by the line. He may get a victory lap out of this one. Peters and Day done. Peters, welcome to the A main. 17.5 two-wheel expert. Scott Spear could break his car in half right now, and he would be okay. Scott Spear bumping up into the A. We're going to be catching up with him with Robbie Rob here. Oh no, Spear going the wrong way. Hobby Action Local, he knows how to evade the interviews. He exits stage right on that driver's stand. Oh, he's coming up next. Okay, that makes sense. Alrighty. Uncle Buck in the chat, expert at 17.5. Don't really go together. Well, I'll tell you, hang out for these AAA mains. These guys are next level. They're doing the same types of times as mod drivers. It is insane what these guys are capable of. All right, guys, it is race 15 coming up. We're going to do a quick check. A quick check on the Grumpo-meter, and it looks like Richard Lake's still pretty low there between the U and the M. Just wanted to check out and see. He seems relatively happy still in his race directing hut. We'll be sure to keep you live and keep you up to date on the Grumpo-meter. Right now, it's looking to be pretty low. Rich will be in this next race, though, for two-wheel mod, so we'll see if we have to update that. Brad Rides Bikes in the chat calling it right now. Paul Weir is 100% going to traction roll. We'll see. And then James Rodriguez in the chat. Grumpy boy. Well, not yet, but we'll see. These turn marshals keep dropping the ball. That Grumpo-meter is definitely going to come up. All right, guys, 17.5 lock time and two-wheel drive B main event. Mike leading us out with Mitch in the two. Oh, Mike stuffing a pipe early. Mitch almost giving it up. Up and down the hill. Where is Paul Ware? We're trying to see if he's going to traction roll. It's been called out in the chat early. Good battle through the whoops for the second place spot. Going over the double trip. Up and over the hill, looking inside, looking outside. Ooh, sweet pass from the outside in. Roly-poly-oly, and down they go. Garrett Passmore living up to his name, passing all these guys. Third place and a second now. See if he can set his sights on Mitchell. We got Willoughby on the house mic now, so that means Richard Lake will be coming up soon. We'll keep you guys up to date. $130 down, $330 left to go. Mitchell Berkeley leading us out. Here comes Garrett Passmore. Oh, our leader traction rolling. And then second place, stuffing a pipe. Paul Weir up into the 4, hasn't traction rolled yet. And CJ Mann in the 3. Robbie Money is telling me that Paul Weir did 100%, in fact, traction roll at the top of the hill just off camera. All right, Desert Runner, we will throw Willoughby on here for a little bit of this one, and I'll catch right back up with you guys. Thanks for letting me know.
Lead coming onto the straight here. Green and yellow for Berkey, black and yellow for Passmore. CJ Mann, 2 back from that lead battle. The top 2 are bumping to the A main. Passmore looking for a way around. Berkey here coming onto the straight. 230 and 230 to go. 230 and 230 to go. Watching the double. It's clear. Oh, and the leader's getting hung up. It's still going to be Berkey out front, but Mann getting by Passmore. So top 3 through the back section, double, triple for your leaders. Watching the whoops, watching the whoops. Top 3 coming through. Thank you, Jeremy. And Passmore clipping the pipe in the rollers. So it's Berkey and Mann with 2 minutes to go. Passmore 2.5 back. Leaders through the whoops. Passmore looking fast this lap. So battle for, and Passmore getting it wrong. Doesn't need to get marshaled, but gonna drop him back about 2 seconds now. 1:10 to go, 1:10 to go for Berkey. His man in the 2, he's 1.7 back, and his Passmore 2.7
1 minute left.
back from man. Again, top 2 transfer. Bennett in the 4, Weir 5, Cocott 6, Henry 7, Wright 8, Cornwall 9, Thornton 10. 45 to go, 45 to go. Passmore making a charge on man here. 21-3, fast lap now for Passmore. Trying to catch it and clips a pipe early. Getting lucky on the wall ride there. 30 seconds to go, 30 to go. Battle for the transfer down the straight. Blue and red for CJ. Black, blue, and green for Garrett. 10 to go, drivers, 10 to go. May go one more for the top, for the lead battle here. Passmore clipping the marshal's foot there. Nothing we can really do there. CJ caught at the line. You are done. CJ gonna finish up in the 2 spot. Take that final transfer to the man. Garrett just missing out. And waiting for one. And that's a race, drivers. All stop. Marshals, grab your blowers, please. Driver to the last one, get you back on track to corner marshal. Berkey taking the win, man in the 2. You guys are bumping up to the A main. That's going to be race number 20. B main form modified 2-wheel drive. You guys are up next. We'll need all of my drivers from the last one back out onto the track to corner marshal.
Jim Sylvie.
Need a marshal on 1. And then JJ up there, perfect. Alrighty guys, go ahead and roll them around, check them in, roll them around, check them in.
Adam Peters. Kurt Munger. Kyle Davis. Zippy. Scott Spear. Chicken Bee.
Alright guys, no more laps, no more laps. And get them lined up on the straight. Gonna be Boyd on the 1, Davis on the 2, Wortman 3, Spear 4, Gatton 5, Peters 6, Wanger 7, Lake 8, Sylvie 9, and Sanchez on the 10. Alright, marshal spots are covered. Thank you, drivers. Alright guys, marshals ready, drivers ready. We are going racing on the sound of the tone. Gonna be Boyd leading us out. Blue and white, yellow wheels for Boyd. Gonna be Davis in the 2. Davis getting it wrong in the double after the whoop's gonna drop him back to the 8. Long time in the race, and Peters hooking it up on a pipe after the whoops there. And Wortman getting it wrong. A little bit of a rough start here out of the B main. Let things get sorted out here. All right, we are 1 minute and 4 to go. Boyd out front, 3.5 up on Spear. Going to be Gatton in the 3, Wortman in the 4. Lake up to the 5, Wanger 6. Davis 7. Is Peter, Silva, and Sanchez. No Scott. No start from Scott. Wortman and Wanger getting hooked up together there. I'll shuffle things around a little bit here. Fast lap on the track, 20.1 out of Chase Boyd. Chase about a 4-second lead up on Spear in the 2. Then it is Gatton in the 3, Lake in the 4. Lake looking for a way around Gatton. Then it is Wortman, Davis, Wanger, Peters, all stacked real close together there, all separated by about a second apart. Wortman getting it wrong, that's going to allow Davis by. And Wanger. Leader through the back section, jumping into the whoops. Ski jump roller onto the straight for Boyd. 20.1 fast lap now for Chase. It is Spear in the 2. Spear through the off-camber section. Into the whoops over the double. Into the back double triple. Gatton in the 3, he is about 4 seconds back from Spear in the 2. Gatton and Lake, though, separated by about a car length, and Gatton getting it wrong, coming on the straight, is going to allow Lake to the 3 now. We're 3:20 and 1:40 to go, 3:20 and 1:40 to go. Top 2 bumped up to the A main. Closest battle on the track, Lake and Gatton. That's battle for the 3rd spot. They are separated by about half a second there. They're going through the double triple in the back. It is Peters in the 5, Davis in the 6, Wanger 7, Wortman 8, Silva 9, Sanchez 10. 4 and 1 to go, 4 and 1 to go. Still Boyd out front. About a 4-second lead still for Chase. Chase down the straight. Spear in the 2, now down the straight for Spear. Lake going to be in that 3. He's about 6 seconds back from Spear in that 2. 40 seconds to go, 40 to go, drivers. Gatton still in that 4, Peters in the 5. Battle for the 3 down the straight. Lake, Gatton, Peters, and Davis. All separated, all within 1 second for the 3 spot. With 6 to go, this is going to be the final lap for them. 19.9 fast lap now from Chase. That's time, drivers. Keep going until you cross the line. When you do cross that line, you will be done. Lake, you are done in the 3. Gatton 4, Davis 5, Peter 6. Looking for a couple more, Chase Boyd taking the win. Spear in the 2, you guys are bumping up to the A main. And that's the race, drivers. All stop, all stop. Marshals, grab your blowers. Thank you. Drivers from the last one, if I can get you back out on the track to corner marshal, please. Shouldn't need any volunteers. Race number 17 drivers, you guys are up next. That is four-wheel drive, 17.5 lock timing B.
I'll take a third. Yeah, pretty happy with it. All right, need all my two of my drivers back out on the track. Two of my drivers back out on the track. Thank you very much, Matt. Congrats to Chase and Scott making the bump into the.
All right, great race out of that two-wheel mod B main. Just checking on the Grumpo-meter. Lake failed to bump up, but he did come off smiling. But just to see what'll happen, because he may be looking at that and reminding himself he needs to be nice. So we're just going to go ahead and we're just going to raise it up a little bit. Right there. Perfect. From U to M. Hardly noticeable, especially from Lake's point of view. Just because he missed a bump. But he did come off smiling. He had a good time. He did get beat by his buddy Scott. But we're going to raise it up a little bit between the M and the P. Just up a notch. Just to see what'll happen. We'll keep you guys posted.
You got Sylvain. Connor Cornwell. Who are you marshalling for? Adam? Okay, Chase is out there. Kyle Davis, you got a volunteer out there for you? Oh, there you go. Sorry about that. Colton didn't see it. I need one volunteer marshal on cone number 1. One volunteer corner marshal on cone number 1. No more laps, no more laps, no more laps, no more laps, no more laps. It's going to be CJ Mann on the pole, Bob Goodwill on the 2, Calvario on the 3, Tanner on the 4, Hernandez on the 5, Thornton on the 6, Bennett on the 7, Maxwell on the 8, Laird Johnson on the 9, Stacker on the 10.
15 seconds to the start of the race.
All right. If I could get one additional volunteer corner marshal at the top of the hill, one additional volunteer corner marshal at the top of the hill, I'd appreciate it. One additional volunteer corner marshal at the top of the hill, please. Thank you, Taylor. You're the best, and I mean that wholeheartedly. Drivers ready, marshals ready. You kids know the gig. Let's keep it clean on the infield at the sound of the tone. 2 trying to find their way into that main event. All right, we are locked and loaded. Everybody grabbing a fistful of whiskey throttle. Man, going to be leading us out, Calvario, and then everybody gets into it at the top of the hill. Goodness gracious. 0 quarters given. Let's sort it out, gentlemen. Sort it out, sort it out, sort it out. Goodness gracious. I understand. That's fine. It's got new charge leads. It should be fine. All right, leading us out is going to be James Maxwell. Looks like Thornton in the 2. Laird Johnson into 3. Goodwill. Man are working around with a broken chicken wing, looks like. He's getting it going on, though. Watch in the center. It is clear. 1 minute and 4 to go. 1 minute and 4 to go. You're watching race number 17. Race number 18 should be through tech. 18 should be through tech. 19, you need to be in tech. 19, you need to be in tech. Out front, it is going to be Laird Johnson bumping his way in. Rough qualifying for the youngster. Got it going on in the B main. Keeping the dreams alive. Wants to find his way into that A main. Laird Johnson on top. Thornton, you got to do a stop at the top of the hill and go. Thank you very much. Maxwell Johnson. Stacker Thornton. 2 minutes in, 3 to go. 2 and 3 to go. Marshall in the center. Thank you, KG. And Johnson gets it wrong going into the whoops. Maxwell gets it wrong going into the whoops. And just like that, the Stacker Stackmaster, the Stackalicious. He bumped in. He's finding his way up on top right now. He's Stacker leading out. 4 in the 2, Maxwell in the 3, Johnson in the 4. Calvario, Goodwill, Tanner, Bennett, and Hernandez. Watching center jump section. Watch center jump section. It is clear. Thank you, Colton. Chucky Stacker on top. Jeremy Thornton in the 2. Maxwell in the 3. Calvario, Goodwill. That's your 4 and 5. Goodwill sending it in the whoops. 3 minutes in, 2 to go. 3 minutes in, 2 to go. Race number 18. 13.5 4-wheel expert beat events. Brought to you by Team Losi Racing. Going to be up next, and then we got our first batch of A-Mains on deck, and Stacker goes dead. Wah, wah, wah. 4-wheel is the devil. Watch it out front. So back out front, taking over that top spot, going to be Jeremy Thornton. In the 2 is going to be Bob Goodwill. Bob Goodwill trying to go off reservation. He's got Maxwell knocking on his back door with 3:30 and 1:30 to go. Laird Johnson not out of the woods yet. He's sitting in the top 4. He's got the skills to pay the bills. Out front is going to be Jeremy Thornton working his way into the center. Whoop section he goes. Goodwill in the 2, Maxwell in the 3. Johnson in the 4, your leader down the front straightaway, coming into the center section of the track right now. If you're following along on Live RC, got to give some cues to the cameraman so he's following the right stuff. Watching the center, Goodwill gets it wrong. Cornwell right there to get him. Here comes Johnson. That's going to be your battle for final transfer. Goodwill and Johnson and Maxwell. With 40 seconds to go, 40 seconds to go. Goodwill under attack from Johnson. Into the center section of the track they go. Goodwill and Johnson side by side. With 30 seconds to go, 30 seconds to go. It is Thornton on top. Goodwill in the 2. Johnson in the 3. Maxwell in the 4. Goodwill turns in just a bit too soon. Johnson going to find his way. Early Christmas gift into the top 2. With less than 15. Maxwell giving Goodwill a shot for top 3 now. Time starting to wind down with under 5. Time will be expiring right about now. That is time. Finish lap you are on. Keep on rolling, keep on rolling. You will be done when you cross our finish line. Laird Johnson finding his way around Thornton. Taking the win. Thornton in the 2. Johnson and Thornton, you guys are finding your way into that A-main. Still waiting on 2. Still waiting on 1. Still waiting on 1. Marshals, don't go anywhere, please. And that is the race. All stop. Marshals, grab those blowers. Start blowing off your areas. Laird Johnson and Jeremy Thornton, you guys are live into that main event. That will start at race number 23. Drivers for race number 17, I need you guys turn them off, put them down. I need you guys back on the track. Quarter marshal, please.
You will blink. Harrison with a green. Aaron Jensen.
Marshals to your spots, please. Marshals to your spots. Marshals to your spots.
Austin Riley.
Let's go ahead and roll them out. Check them in. Roll them out. Check them in. Qualifying on the pole will be Hiro Nakaya. In the 2 will be Austin Riley. In the 3 will be Matthew Willoughby. In the 4 will be Brendan Carley. In the 5, Jacob Layton. In the 6, Jim Silve. In the 7, Willie Smith. In the 8,
Yes, Supra, we are blessed to have Richard Lake as an announcer. We detected a little bit of sass in that last race, so I made sure Robbie Money went up just a smidge, about half a letter, half a notch. So we're going to keep him accountable, so we'll keep you guys up to date on that. We are almost past the M at this point, and almost past the P and almost into the O of Grumpometer. So we'll keep this one up to date. We're not even halfway through today, so keep you guys in the loop. I'll have, let me guys know if you want me on the mic or Rich on the mic for this next one, and we'll give you guys what you want. Majority rule, so we will do it that way. If no one chimes in, I'll stay on the mic. If you guys want Rich, just let me know so you guys can keep track. All right, starting out with this one. Hero, RTQ. Leading us out. Ooh, a little bit of breathing room early. Hero almost getting it wrong on the double triple. A little bit of breathing room though, but Austin Riley's right there. And Willoughby. Hero and Willoughby through the switchbacks. I don't know what Willoughby's looking at in his profile picture, but he looks glorious in that profile pic. Ooh, Willoughby running Hero over. Trying to get in that A spot, taking the top two. Brendan Carley outside looking in from the 4th place spot, already coming out quick for Brendan. It is Willoughby and Hero though. Hero through the double triple. Willoughby running away through the Verizon bars. Following Hero through the peaky double. Oh, jumping a lane. That's okay. Making it look good. Hitting the brakes. Good sportsmanship. Brendan Carley, though, on a run. See if he can hunt down Hero. RTQ. Carley and Layton having a good race for 3rd and 4th. Ooh, Layton getting it wrong. Carley now got a rear view mirror full of Riley. We're keeping up with Hero though. Willoughby's got some traffic. We'll see if anything happens there. Here comes Hero. And Brendan now entering the conversation over the peaky double. He can see Hero now in his sights, 2 turns back. No car for Hero, but got the profile picture. Keeping up with our 2nd place driver, the final bump up spot. Willoughby pulling out a 19.8. 20.0 last time by. Hero getting it wrong. Oh, sorry about that. There we go. We are still back on with Hero in the 2 spot. Brendan Carley, 2.5 back. Willoughby's right there in the shot going down the front straight. Then we got lap traffic. Then we got Hero right here by the line. Here comes Brendan. Second and third in the same frame now through the Verizon bars and over roly-poly-oly. Hero RTQ 4.2 back from Willoughby. Brendan though on a run going through the whoops. Got lap traffic between them. Lap traffic getting way out of the way for Brendan. Second and third, battling it out. Less than a minute. Brendan with a hot run through the whoops, making up a couple car lengths on Hero. Hero getting loose. That's going to allow a couple more tenths to Brendan, help his efforts of trying to bump up. Brendan now less than a second behind Hero. Hero going way wide before the whoops. Hero going way wide again. Brendan all over him now. Hero trying to collect himself, almost giving in to the pressure. Final bump up spot on cam. Ooh, Brendan sending it through the switchbacks. Little huckabuck through the whoops, no problem. Hero pushing a little wide. Brendan keeping it tight. Hero pushing wide again. Hero and Kato. Brendan inside. Hero getting back by, and they collect each other. What's going to happen? Great sportsmanship from these guys. They got 3 turns to battle it out. Brendan looking inside. Oh, giving him a wheel. That was great racing. This thing's not over, though. Brendan sending it. See if we can catch up with Willoughby for an interview. I'm going to turn this one over to Robbie Rob. Interview Hobby Action Zone Willoughby.
Here with my boy Matthew Will Billy. Hey, how about that race? That was excellent.
It was the best one I've had this weekend, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I have struggled, so that felt really good. I'm happy with it.
Pretty stoked for the A main then?
Yeah. Let's see if we can make something happen from the back.
Heck yeah, man. Good run.
Thank you.
Thank you, Robbie Money. Great run to Willoughby there. Man, oh man, first A main of the day. All right, got all of our A-main competitors here bunched up on the left-hand side, respective of their view, side of the track. Randy Castor on the stand, looking on from the opposite side of the track. Going to be getting this first A-main going here. We're going to have some triple A-mains coming at you guys. That's going to be a point system.
We're going to be leaving this out. Hernandez in the 2, couple cars, do a little bump and rub, no harm, no foul. Goodwill comes in short. Hernandez goes around the outside. Goodwill going to drop it to the 2. Canfield into 3. Hernandez gets it wrong, tries to pull back in the line. Goodwill gets it wrong in the back jump section. That drops him way down. So it's going to be Eric Hernandez leading out. Tyler Johnson into the 2. Canfield into 3. Leonard Johnson into 2, excuse me. Too many one-color wonders. Johnson shorts it on the back jump section. So it's going to be Eric Hernandez on top. Brooke Canfield, everybody's favorite corner marshal, in that 2 spot. Leonard Johnson into 3. Horrocks bumping into the top 4. Martinez. Hardy, Goodwill, Johnson, Curry, and Ferreira watching center, guys. Let's clean it up. Nicely done. Leader on deck is going to be Hernandez. He comes up short, coming through that back whoop section. Hernandez leading out. Horrocks in the 2. Let's keep it clean. Keep it clean. Leader on deck, Eric Hernandez. Brooks Canfield in the 2. Hardy in the 3. Horrocks. Johnson. Martinez. Goodwill. Ferreira. Everybody coming through that back jump section. Laird Johnson gets it wrong. That's going to move Martinez around the outside. Leader off the end of the straightaway coming into the center jump section. That is Eric Hernandez. And that 2 is going to be Brooks Canfield rocking the pink and purple. Josh Hardy in the 3. Horrocks in the 4. Laird Johnson in the 5. Martinez in the 6. Thank you, Matthew. Race number 20 should be through tech. 21, you need to be in tech. Eric Hernandez off the end of the straightaway. Marshall out front, please. Marshall out front. Thank you, Matt. Watch the back jump section. Thank you, Austin. It is Eric Hernandez leading out. Brooks Canfield in the 2. Josh Hardy in the 3. Leonard Johnson in the 4. And then you got Gaggle of cars, Martinez, Goodwill, Curry, and Horrocks. Language on the stand, no talking on the stand. That is your one warning, gentlemen. Out front, it is still going to be Eric Hernandez. Tyler Johnson, you got the leader coming up on you soon. Please hold your line. 3 minutes in, 1 to go. Watch in the center, watch in the center. Thank you, Taylor. For effort.
2 minutes.
Thank you, Taylor. Eric Hernandez on top. Canfield starting to bridge the gap. Hardy in the 3. Johnson in the 4. Johnson puts it up on 2 wheels. Curry not able to capitalize. Bob Goodwill in the mix as well. Goodwill to the inside on Curry. That'll be leader with there, Tyler. Please hold your line. Good job, and game on. Second will be on you soon enough. Just hold your line, good sir. 3:30 and 1:30 to go. Is Eric Hernandez entering into the center section. Canfield in the 2. Hardy and Johnson going at it for 3rd and 4th. Off the end of the straightaway, Johnson comes in too short. Got to give Hardy a little bit of breathing room. Race 19, race 20. 17.5 lock timing, 8-1, 2-wheel drive. You will be up next. Watch back jump section. Watch back jump section. Thank you, Caden. Hardy gets it wrong. That's going to drop him down to the top 6. Leonard Johnson now going to find his way into the 3. Curry in the 4. Goodwill gets it wrong off the end of the straightaway. Collects Hardy. And then here comes Horrocks and Martinez. So you got Goodwill, Horrocks, Hardy, and Martinez. That's 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th. Leader on deck still going to be the all-black of Hernandez working through the uphill. Coming into the back whoop section. Canfield in the 2. Hernandez puts it upside down. Here comes Canfield. And then he gets on the jump section. Brooks Canfield in the closing seconds. Under 20 to go. Canfield shaking like a leaf on a tree in a summer monsoon. Off the end of the straightaway. Hernandez in the 2. Leonard Johnson into 3 with less than 5. It's going to be a run to the line with 2 and 1. All eyes. Time has expired. You will be done when you cross the start-finish line. Canfield trying to keep the rubber side down through the whoop section. 2 more turns through the rollers. He's going to be with it. Hernandez going to come 2. Marshall coming out front straightaway. Leonard Johnson into 3. Curry going to be in the 4. Goodwill and Horrocks going at it for 5th and 6th. Waiting on Hardy. That is a race. All stop. Marshals, grab your blowers. Marshals, grab your blowers. Taking the win. Brooks Canfield, Eric Hernandez in the 2. Leonard Johnson in the 3. Curry, Goodwill, Horrocks, Hardy, Martinez, Ferrara, and Johnson. Your running order. Race number 20. 17.5 long timing. 1. Coming at you next.
The race is completed.
Marshals to your spots, please. Marshals to your spots. Marshals to your spots. That's fine. Later, buddy. Thank you for your help this weekend. All right, marshals to your spots, please. Marshals to your spots. I got nobody going back to back. I should have all 10 spots covered.
CJ. This is Volupus. Eric Douglas.
All right, I got Goodwill over there. Hernandez right there. Let's go roll them out, check them in, roll them out, check them in.
Kevin Boyd.
Canfield there.
Josiah Pease. Mr. Mitchell Berkey.
Tyler Johnson there. Mason Martinez, where you at? Mason Martinez, where you at? Over there, thank you very much. Hardy's right there. Laird Johnson's right there. Oh, there's my missing Marshall. Qualifying on the pole will be Derek Dykes.
1 minute to the start of the
In the
race.
2 will be Mike Sora. In the 3 will be ZC Valiotis. In the 4, Matt Tribbings. In the 5, Keaton Grant. In the 6, Kevin Boyd. In the 7, Mr. M. In the 8, Josiah Pease. In the 9, Mitchell Berkey. In the 10, CJ Mann. No more laps.
5 seconds to the start.
Line up the cars. Race 20 on deck. 21, you need to be in check. 22, you need to be over there as well.
30 seconds to the start of the race. Seconds to the start of the race.
All right. 17.5 lock timing. Get our cars lined up, gentlemen. 17.5 lock timing.
Less than 5.
A1. Coming at you at the sound of the tone. Keep clean, keep it clean. Nicely done. Couple cars getting off res early on. Yoey.
What is going on, guys? Sounds like the house announcer system's getting a little choppy, so we'll be hanging out with a little bit. Had some requests for the house announcer, so we were going on and letting them go. Always having a little bit of sound issues from the announcing booth, but we'll get that figured out. Right now, starting out with our TQ Garrett, going through the whoops. Gotcha. Cameraman Chris let me know. Our TQ dropped down into the 4 without bringing back into the 3. Second place choking out. Let's see what happens here as they come by the line. Keaton Grant to the 1. Grant always fast, and Garrett back up into the 2. Sora dropping down into the 4. One minute into this one. Keith from the 5th place spot up in the 1st. 21.6 that last lap. CJ Mann from the 10th up to the 7th already. And Boyd down in the 9th place spot. Grant and Garrett battling it out over the peaky double. Grant, our 5th place qualifier. Garrett, our TQ in the 2nd. And Zizis in the 3. Again, if I'm butchering that, just yell at me. Oh, getting hung up on the hill for our 3rd place driver. 1 and 2, though, over the peaky double. Garrett taking a breath. Looks like he's catching himself up, gathering, spending that lap. Grant on a tear, though. 20.9 to Garrett's 21.0. Very close for the top 2. And just like that, Grant with a little bit of a bobble. No harm, no foul. One and 2. ZC. All right, thanks for right. I had no idea. Ooh, oh no, leaders collecting each other here. Coming up on traffic now for our leaders. Oh man, lap traffic getting way out of the way. Garrett taking the top spot back over. Grant from the 5th in 2nd though, had the lead for a little bit. But he's locked in and all over Garrett. Up and down the hill they go. Whoa, showing him a wheel, stuffing him. Great sportsmanship letting Garrett back by, but they also let traffic by who took themselves out. 1 and 2 through the peaky double. 1:30 left to go. Garrett and Grant through the Verizon bars. over roly-poly-oly and by the line. A pair of 24s last time by, this time pair of 21s. Grant really getting this thing figured out in the mains. Up and over the hill. Thanks again, Free Right, for the enunciation help. It's actually really easy now that I know it's just ZC. That's awesome. And he's in the third spot still, outside looking in, but on the podium. Garrett, RTQ, back in the top spot in our 5th place qualifier. Grant, right there. Oh, getting tangled. That was a racing incident. That's going to give our leader a little bit of breathing room. Let's see where ZC is at. Pulling off 21.5, super fast. Only a few seconds back from Keaton. 15 seconds left to go. Garrett with a ton of breathing room. If he wins this one, I'm going to have Robbie hunt him down. He ran away from every time he qualified, straight up telling us no to the interview. We're going to be catching up with our first place driver, Garrett, here. He put up a fight last time. Let's see if we can catch him. A1 winner.
Garrett. You're not getting out of this one this time. All right, I'm here live with Garrett. Great race between you and Keaton, battling it back and forth. What do you have to say?
Dude, he's fast. I got to keep my game up on it. This is for Pork Chop. He made me do this. But, Keaton's really fast. I just got to do the same run again, and it'll be good.
Great sportsman, great racing out there, brother. Congrats.
Thank you.
Great representation out of Coyote Hobbies. Garrett, super fast in the stock class. Looking for an excellent battle again in A2 from them. But we're going to be catching up with a lot of the same drivers in the A1 for 4-wheel drive, 17.5 lock timing. All right, guys, get your popcorn, get your soda pop. This is going to be 2-wheel expert. Speaking of Coyote Hobbies, RTQ in this one, Sammy Moran, mod driver, TQing. Had a rough bout in seeding, qualifying started a little shaky, and then just came out of nowhere with some crazy speed once the grip came up here at Hobby Action. Who do you guys got for A1? Starting this one out, Sammy keeping it clean. Review mirror full of Mason. And as Big Buckarama said, Scott Spear, the probably oldest one in this A-main. The outlier of the class. All these guys here insanely fast and consistent. This is the best of the best of stock spec racing here. Top three breaking away. Ooh, Doug, third to first in one jump. Sammy Moran and Templeman getting together there. Little bit of a racing incident, also a little bit of impatience. Only 40 seconds into the race, driving into each other. Dougie Fresh, though, over the trip. He was insanely fast in qualifying. Let's see what we got going on here. Sammy Moran in the 2. Over the peaky double, right behind Doug. Meeks now into the 3 from the 5th place spot, and Mason Templeman dropping back into the 4th after that. Here comes Doug and Sammy breaking away a little bit. Doug traction rolling. Oh man, insane battle for second right now. Meeks and Templeman all over the backside of Doug. Don't forget about Diego though in the 5th place spot there. Party of 4 down the front stretch. Just as expected, insanely tight racing here in the Expert 2-wheel drive class. Sammy trying to run away a little bit. 20.3 last time by. 20.1 this time by. Doug, though, with a 20 flat, reeling up on Sammy just a weensy bit. Templeman in the 5 spot. Oh. Insane battle in the top now. Top 2 breaking away. Sammy RTQ by the line. Mod driver. Got all the mod goodies fresh out of Coyote Hobbies. Dougie fresh in the 2. Good run through the whoops over the double triple. Sammy Moran, 1UP driver here at the 1UP Buggy Challenge, leading them out. Randy Kester looking on. Doug, though, with a run that last lap, reeling up a couple car links. These guys are going to be coming up on a little bit more traffic. Here we go. $19.9 out of Doug. $19.8 out of... Sorry about that. $115 left to go. Sammy and Doug through the center section. Perfect lines and laps for these guys. No change in differentiation. Matching almost lap for lap within a tenth or two. Sammy bringing it all together when it matters. Here comes traffic and here comes Doug. Sammy working his way through traffic, very patient. Doug able to capitalize a little bit. He's right over the backside of Sammy. Traffic getting themselves out of the way. Sammy strapping it up there, so does Doug. No room for error. Oh, Doug getting that Verizon bar section perfectly. Oh, Sammy getting to the backside of Doug, though. Doug got bad drive on that. I'll call that a racing incident. Sammy did not have to get out of the way, but that's what he does. He's such a nice guy. He wants to earn this one the hard way. Here they go, battling out to the line. Here comes Sammy. They both got traffic in front of them. Oh, that was not nice, but it was nice letting them back by. All right. That's going to allow Caden Minks to steal it at the end there. Doug and Sammy could not get off each other. Let's grab Caden for an interview. Oh, man.
Here with Caden, taking that A1.
How's it feel? It was stressful. Just trying so hard not to make a mistake.
Yeah, it looks like everybody else made the mistake and you came through, huh?
Yeah, I got lucky.
Yeah. Well, sometimes that's all it is. It's racing for you.
Exactly. Thank you.
Congrats, man.
Man, oh man. Big Buckarama in the chat. Doug and Sammy, get a room. Man, oh man. See if they could figure it out in the second and third A mains. Caden coming from out of nowhere. Took my eyes off of timing and scoring. Didn't even realize Caden was in that one.
Yeah, I did.
Whoo, that was good. That was good. Wow. Insane. Wah, wah, wah. A little bit of drama on the track between last race's competitors. I'm not going to name any names, but yeah, we'll see if they figure it all out for A2. I will say it was not between Sammy and Doug. Those guys are both so insanely nice. They both gave up the lead. And Caden just stole it right out from under him. Two-wheel mod, A1. RTQ, Champlin leading them out. This is two-wheel mod. Champlin double TQing on the weekend. Not too worried about the two-wheel class, but he is a little worried in the four-wheel drive class. If you caught up with our interviews after his second round TQ, he is definitely a little concerned with the back section. Not a big fan of it, but we'll see how these guys race each other out. There is always that option, because instead of the double-triple, the four wheels can actually do quad-single or triple-double. But if there's a guy right in front of you in the same lane, you will totally take each other out. So Brock, our double TQ, with an amazing performance yesterday. Little concerned, but all these guys are professionals, and they're not just going to weed each other out, especially if they're both in the lead. So be sure to check out 4-wheel mod when they come up. That one could get spicy. 19.5 and a 19.6. Here comes Aiden Horn. And Davey. The Bada down the back, all over Aiden. Trying to catch up to the Kitty Cat Schumacher. Oh, Bada getting it wrong. Parking ticket for Bada. That's going to allow Matty G up into the 3. See what happens here. Champion insanely consistent to start this one out, doing everything he needs to do. Horn clipping a pipe, but not losing much time to Brock, but that's going to allow Matty G to reel up just a weensy bit. 19-2 for Matty G. On a tear right now. Good battle for second here between Gonzalez and Horn. Down the back section. Halfway through this one, first A main, two-wheel mod, brought to you by Team Associated. Matty G getting frisky on the back section. Horn reeling up to Brock just a little bit there, gaining about a second. Pulling away from Matty G a bit. Horn on a roll. 1.4 back for Horn. Matty G 1.5 back from Horn. Horn with that 19-1 last time by, 19-3 this time by, and then clipping a pipe. Here comes Matty G in the 3. Top 3 spread out, but also all over each other at the same time. fairly uneventful event for the pros here. This is why they're the best of the best. Just a couple tenths between all of them. Matty G going a little far on the triple, making it look good though. These guys are gonna be dealing with a little bit of traffic. All these guys though insanely professional, letting each other by. Champlin trying to have a perfect weekend here. Double TQ'd already and looking for the first A-main win. Hitting his marks. Car really looks like it's come together now. As he said yesterday, he was not stoked all the way up into seeding, but then he qualified very, very well. Aiden bobbling, that's gonna allow Matty G up into the 2. And here comes Bada, Team Mexico, 2 and 3. Got 3 Associateds down the front stretch. Bada and Gonzalez, tons of time on the track together. Racing each other through the years. Now they're both finding their way up all the way at the pinnacle of the sport. Matty G holding his insides. 2 inside though for Gonzalez. That's going to allow Bada up into the 2 with Aiden Horn right behind him. 2 Associated. They're going to send it, try and catch back up to the Schumacher of Champlin. They're going. See if they get caught at the line here. One more lap. It is not over. One more lap for our leaders. Champlin through the whoops. Bada and Horn through the whoops. The Associated sending it here at the end, reeling up on our leader hard. Brock, though, ice in his veins. And the win. We're going to be catching up with Brock there. Robbie Rob, without his step stool, he's going to have a
too
sore
far away.
shoulder.
Brock. Great run there. Here with Brock Champlin. Great run, dude. It looks like it was just another normal Sunday drive for you.
Yeah, my car's awesome. I made some changes yesterday. I went back to just how I ran my car in Omaha, and yeah, it was awesome last night in the last qualifier, and then just barely. It's just really comfortable to drive. I definitely think the guys behind me, like, they got a lot of pace, but I'm able to just kind of drill my marks maybe a little easier. So, yeah, there's some advantages here and there. Yeah, we'll see. Aiden sounds like he switched tires. He had a lot of pace. I started out hot. I got a gap, and then I wasn't able to do anything else. So it should be a really awesome A2.
Yeah, great run out there, Brock. Congrats.
Yeah, thanks.
All right, good job, Brock, and thank you, Robbie Rob, bringing that to us. Cameraman Chris just laid his car down, transferred over from camera to driver. Cameraman Chris not checked in yet, qualified 4th in this one. This will be our 17.5 lock timing 4-wheel drive A1 main event brought to you by RC Raceworks. Thanks for tuning in to the 1UP Buggy Challenge. Robbie Rob's telling me that Grumpy's getting grumpy. I have him off mic because the sound's getting spotty, but we're going to keep an alert on that. All right, as promised, Garrett, our TQ and winner from A1 of 2-wheel. TQing 4-wheel, but instantly having a battle with ZC. Compliments to Freeride for letting me know how to say his last name. ZC to the top. Grant in the 2. This is looking a lot like our 2-wheel A1. And cameraman Chris up into the 3. Garrett down in 5th. ZZ and Grant. And here comes Mueller. Mueller with a 20.9, not too far off the leader's pace. Mueller on cam now. 1 and 2 breaking away down the back section. Robbie Rob with the sticks. Through the Verizon bars. Our second and third place qualifiers in the top spots. Garrett down in the 7th, having a rough one here. There are no throwouts in AAA mains. All these points are going to add up. CC and Grant, followed by cameraman Chris by the line. Losing traction on our leaders. Grant with an amazing pass there. Dropping down into the Verizon bars. By the line they go. That must have been lap traffic. Apologies for that. Thought that was a pass for the lead. Grant, though, pulling out a 20.1, and then ZC getting it wrong. Grant by the over and over the hill. ZC right behind him. That's going to allow cameraman Chris to almost see our leaders. Now he's dropping down the hill there, a little bit behind. It is Grant and ZC and Mueller. Here comes Mike Soar from the 8th place spot. And he's got a rearview mirror of Garrett behind him. Get a little camera time for our cameraman. Almost taking out the ankle of a turn marshal. With the Losi rig, our cameraman somehow found a way to break a Techno and didn't bring any parts. So he just threw a whole another 4-wheel out there. Mueller feeling hot now. You can see our leaders. 2.1 back from ZC. A little bit of drama up front with some lap traffic. It's getting a little messy out there. Grant pulling off a 19.9. Oh man, chaos in the back. Trying to keep up with this one. Big Buckarama Classic, Mueller. And Tommy Long in the chat, don't suck, Mueller. Me and Robbie Rob are completely confused on who's what, where, why, and how. So we're going to let these guys come by the line, and we'll get us straight again. Our leader is Ben by the line. Here comes ZC by the line with Mueller right behind him. This is our battle for 2. Robbie Rob with the instincts, having the battle on cam. Grant pulling away a little bit, and ZC again bobbling. Mueller up into the 2. With the backup rig. Big techno guy, but somehow had a TLR in his back pocket. Ryan's in the chat. Whip It RC team. Straight out of Reno. Cameraman Chris in the 2. ZC goes dead over here in Richard Lake. Going to be dropping out of this one. Man, oh man. That should allow Garrett to inherit the 3rd place spot. RTQ had the lead drop down to 7th or 8th, and now is already back up into 3rd. 25 seconds left to go. See what they can do. Everybody cheering on Mueller. Big Buckarama. Known Mueller for a long time. Mueller been in the sport for a long, long time. Time is expiring. They'll be done when they cross the line. Grant should be on a victory lap, and Mueller is done. And catch him as he comes off right there. Look at the focus. Look at the focus. He's stoked. We're going to catch up with Grant here for an interview. Robbie Rob's going to have to do 7 jobs. Call him out. Call him out. And then flip the camera around. Just ask for Grant. See if Robbie Rob can do 5 things at once. I'll tell you when you got a good shot. Perfect.
My size.
Sorry, Robbie Rob had to do the job of 3 right there.
Here with Grant. Congrats. Amazing run, dude.
Thank you. Thank you.
Do you want to say shout out to anybody, your parents?
I'm going to shout out to my parents, my home track, 1UP RC. I'm going to shout out all the people that helped me this weekend. Maddie, Doug, Caden, Meeks, my parents, everybody that's been helping me. Thank you to this track, Hobby Action, for this race. Thanks for everything.
You're one of our younger drivers, man. Congrats on that win again, dude. Have a good one, buddy.
Awesome interview with Grant there. Robbie Rob's neck getting a little bit of a break. He's not used to looking down to too many people, so give him a little bit of a break there. Super awesome to see. Grant is great for the sport. Love the attitude. Cameraman Chris running for his life to his turn marshal spot. Whippet RC representing, man. Mueller did get second, yes. Got to do it, Big Buck Rama. Got to do it. I mean, he just interviewed Brock Champlin, so his neck was a little sore. Then, thankfully, Grant won, so trying to make it easy on Robbie Rob. Here we go, guys. Wheeler class A1. Dead car already. Don't know what's going on there. Dougie Fresh leading them out. Double trip. Sammy Moran looking a lot like the 2-wheel class, except in reverse. Let's see if Meeks can come out of nowhere again and win this one. That was insane. Ah, it must have been Willoughby's car that just kind of derped on the start. That's weird. Don't know what happened there. Couple laps into this one. Doug and Sammy with Cornwell hot in pursuit. Top 3 breaking away just a weensy bit through the switchbacks. Ooh, Sammy getting a little weird, but making it look good. Cornwell getting it a little wrong, but somehow saved it. Oh, and as I say that, Sammy gets the Verizon bars wrong, dropping down to the 4th place spot. Dougie Fresh with a little bit of breathing room. Ryan in the chat reminding us they can race Grant and Meeks at Whip Fest this month during the weekend of the 23rd. Whippet RC, Reno, Nevada. I'm gonna have to check that place out next time I'm up there. Just derped out, that's a technical term. Knowing Willoughby, he forgot to plug it in. Ain't got no gas in it. Doug looking insanely fast right now. Super comfy. Cornwell in the 2, and here comes Meeks, our A1 2-wheel winner. 5th place qualifier, Jeremy Hates Jr. in the 4. Diego Betancourt in the 5. Willoughby up to 6 after derping out. Sammy Moran in the 10 with a 28.2. Oh my gosh. And then Hero in the 9. Templeman in the 8. Some of our fast California guys having a little bit of a rough A1 here. Doug by himself in the lead. Yes, Willoughby is plugged back in, Big Buckarama. Our bump up already up into the 5th place spot. He must have plugged it in twice as hard. Halfway through this one, 2:30 left to go. Willoughby is moving. He's gonna have Jeremy Hayes in front of him. Robbie Rob trying to catch up with the battles here. Doug basically by himself. He's got 3rd, 4th, 5th going up and down the hill through the Verizon bars. Willoughby down to the 6 now. Let's see. Matt is in fact a ripper. Someone in the chat, help out Wilson in cars. I have no idea if there's any tracks around Panama City Beach, Florida. Help him out, help him out. Doug, though, in a league of his own right now. Cornwell's in the 2, and then Meeks in the 3. Back on with Doug. Man, so tight up and over the hill. That line is so sketchy. Yes, this track is in Chandler, but I believe Wilson in Cars was asking if there's any tracks around Panama Beach, Florida. But yes, this is the world famous hobby action in Chandler, Arizona. Cornwell, 3.4 back from Doug. Doug by the line and on camera. Cornwell and Meeks pretty separated right now. Closest battle looks like it would be Jeremy Hayes Jr. and Meeks. I will let you know when they come by the line, Robbie Rob. You're having a moment there. That's second place. That's Cornwell. All white rig. Factory white ripping in the second place spot. Meeks is 3.7 back. So we'll just go to the 2 cars right behind him going down the hill. Meow. Look at that. That should be Meeks and Jeremy Hayes Jr. Kyle Davis would love in the chat. Thank you, Rich, for tuning in. Meeks and Hayes battling out hard here. These guys are going to go into the line. 2 cars on cam through the whoops. Through the double triple. Meeks with the 3rd. Dougie Doug with the win. We're going to catch up with him here. He's already ready to go. Loving that. All you, Robbie Rob.
Here with Doug. Great win, man.
Yeah, it was good. After 2-wheel, I kind of got screwed 3 times by the same guy, so felt good to get that one. Came out with a vengeance, and looking forward to do it in 2-wheel as well and 4-wheel.
Heck yeah, man. Great run, Doug.
Keeping it straight, keeping it honest with that one. Great win for that one. All right. Last of the A1s before we take a little bit of a break. Be sure to stay on with us.